Welcome back, everyone, to Martyria, where we left 4 intrepid adventurers in the heart of a dungeon. I am your Dungeon Master, Nick, and I'm joined by these lovable goons, starting off with Matilda.
Go, David. I don't have a rhyme. My name is Sitsu, and both two of my friends are very angry with each other now, and we're still stuck in this death trap.
Ceral, Alex.
I play Ceral. He's the loyal, the lovable, the epic friend, and he'll be with you all right up until you leave him all by himself.
Love the anti-rhyme.
Going to actively not rhyme now.
Ruby.
Hi, I'm Ruby. I play Enyo, and Enyo is going to be discovering the consequences of her own actions tonight. So come join her as she figures out what exactly the future looks like for herself.
And finally, Snash.
Heart aches in love's remorse. Friend's betrayal adds to the bitter course.
Oof. Indeed.
Beautiful as always.
Well,
Beautiful as always.
I have been thinking for a week of what is going to happen tonight, and oh boy, I hope you're as excited as I am.
I have no answers.
Last time the party worked their way through several floors of the Archaeology Guild's newly excavated sites, after making relatively quick work of some red goo doppelgangers and harvesting some of that goo and getting through various traps, they descended to the second floor, where they were presented with a statue puzzle related to the forebears, the old gods of our setting. And as part of that, Enyo took it upon herself to slit the throats of Lyle's new girlfriend, Affinity. And that didn't go so well for Lyle. Clearly not for Affinity. And began tugging Woe in a couple of directions. Finally, they descended to the bottom floor, investigated a few things before activating a couple of giant stone statues that don't seem to want you to be here. But here you are nonetheless. We've already rolled initiative as Ceral scrambles away from the dais, having activated the both crossbow stock, which now crackles with a blue bow of lightning, as well as these two statues. The one at the bottom is first and moves on these massive legs, much more nimble than one might expect given its size. You see that glass casing on where its face would be glows bright and begins to shake before it releases a beam of something.
Before that hits, I just think to myself, I shouldn't have put that bolt there. It was definitely the bolt. It was only the bolt and nothing else.
You think it, but your thoughts aren't enough to save you, as the Enyo is protected only by virtue of being 10 feet down in the pits as this beam of force comes crackling toward all of you. Ceral, you manage to grit your teeth and endure, but all the rest of you, Woe and Sitsu, just get the full brunt of this force. And coincidentally, you're all now at 24 HP. Isn't that fun?
Teamwork.
You see the glass casing, the light in it has depleted, and Woe, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Hey, I'm gonna go get some help real quick. I'm
Whoa,
going to...
do not leave us here.
I'll be right back. I'm going to bonus action Misty Step 30 feet.
Okay.
And
I think it goes up to 40.
Nope.
No, it's only 30. And then
30?
I am
What?
Yes.
Alright,
I'm
Sorry,
going
I'll stop
to
talking.
use the remainder of... I'm going to use my action to dash.
Can I roll insight on Woe saying she will be back?
Yeah. Roll a deception check here. Well, unless you're telling the truth, I guess.
I don't know if I'll be back. I guess I'll roll it. But if I use my action to dash, I can also use my movement, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'll
you would have
another-
60 feet of movement.
Yeah, so I'll have another 30 feet.
Okay, so you can head upstairs.
Is Woe lying?
Is she lying about coming back? She's
It's
not being
About
100% true.
Intending to come back. Like,
I don't know.
obviously,
It's
I guess we don't
it's
know if
hard.
you're gonna make it,
I
but-
don't even know if I'm gonna come back.
Okay.
Okay, so I should have like 20 feet left after going up the stairs.
And as you do, you see coming screaming down the staircase at the opposite end is Gobblefunk, and he says, "Oh, whoa! You know, we shit's going down. Whoa, shit's going down. Things are bad, real bad. And if I'm talking, I'm not moving. We gotta go. Let's fucking go. Forget them. Who cares? They're dead." And is urging you on. That is Woe's turn.
Upstairs?
Yeah, like to keep going. Enyo, it is your turn. What are you doing? 10 feet down, clinging on a rope.
Do it.
Having seen this beam of light go like across her head 10 feet above her, she's going to curse quite explicitly and immediately use what movement she can to climb up and get off next to the dead body over here.
Okay. That would take you 20 feet of movement.
Okay, so I have 10 feet of movement left. Gosh. I am going to fire on... I'm going to fire on the other guardian with my action and use sneak attack.
Now you... Oh, because yes, it hasn't acted yet. So yes, you would get the sneak attack with
He
your...
hasn't acted yet.
Perfect. Just make sure you roll that attack with advantage, since.
Oh, sorry, I didn't roll it with advantage.
So just roll it one more time. And this time it does hit.
Okay, and then
So, good maximum damage plus another 6 points since it's counts as a crit.
there's a sneak attack.
Plus another 16 points of sneak attack. Yeah, you've chipped away quite nicely at this in this opening round for you.
And I still have 10 feet of movement, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to use my 10 feet of movement to slide into this room right behind Sitsu.
Okay.
And rummage through my pouch real quick and grab the vial that Ceral gave me earlier.
Okay.
And as my bonus action, I'm just gonna be like, oh, I hope this is what I think it is, and I'm gonna check it down real fast.
Roll a d6.
Okay. Lovely. Lovely. Lovely.
Oh.
Okay. You chug the
Red.
red vial,
Hmm.
and you suddenly feel very, very light on your feet, like you are just ready to go. All the synapses are firing in your brain. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. Anything else that you want to do here? I think that might
How
be
does
about
movement
the
speed work?
extent
If
of
it would increase her movement speed, would she still have more movement? Or since she used
Yep.
all of her movement, would she be out?
Yeah.
no, you just got a bonus to your movement speed, so
Okay.
absolutely, you have
Another.
another 20 feet of movement.
Okay. So
Nice.
feeling the effects and realizing, oh yes, Ceral actually gave me the right vial. Enyo's gonna pop out using 5 feet, and then she's going to run back here and get behind kind of this statue area. And in
Sitsu, make an insight check here. As you see
Now that she's
Enyo dip into this closet, come back out. Her eyes are just like the size of saucers, and she is just zooming. And with that, Ceral, you're up.
Time to be a Ceral. I'm gonna move 5 feet and I'm gonna shove it into the pit.
Okay, go ahead and make a contested athletics check.
Aren't you a wizard?
I didn't roll great, and you rolled even worse. you just go to shove, and this thing is 12 feet tall, made of stone and clearly magic, and you are pushing it nowhere.
Back up. Drinking a potion of Chrono, I think.
Roll a,
D6.
no, this time roll a d4.
This is his second time having some, isn't it?
Okay, I gotta show you. I had it written down what was what on the
can't
d. So,
read it. It's
I
kind of
can't
Okay,
actually
sorry.
read it, but I trust you.
so yeah, 1 through
Don't worry
2
about it.
and 5 through 6 were both chrono. So you can go ahead and roll your chrono to get that effect.
Oh,
You have
okay.
both avoided the goo.
Oh, we voted the goo. Yay! Good job, Ceral!
okay, so seeing that I can't move it, this thing is way too strong, I am going to run out of here for 45 feet and just go, okay, yes, follow me! And just hope it misses its attack of opportunity. It gets one.
Okay, as you move, it's going to take a swing. It's going to
God.
try to pulverize you.
Oh god!
That sounds so comfortable.
Literally
Oh,
pulled
that
right
sounds like
out.
it's
It hits for not a ton of damage, and thankfully you passed your saving throw. Otherwise, you would have been stunned. So you were able
The
to
smart
escape
play?
with just a little bit of damage.
Smart play would have been shocking grasp, so it would have lost its reaction, but Ceral was going for it.
Cyril was zooming.
That's all I got, and I'm zooming, and so with anything I've got left, I'm like, Sitsu, we should probably go.
All right, Sitsu, it's your turn. What are you doing?
Back.
Okay. Let's see. Sitsu sees a whole lot of fucking nope, I'm not dying down here for you guys. And is going to move. 10, 20. The bonus action dash.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if however I get up the staircase.
There you go.
Oh, there we go. Okay,
Sitsu,
I was on the wrong
like
stair.
just enough to get up there.
And
out.
then action dash. I can't see what room I'm going into, so that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, Woe just sees Sitsu come running past her.
Just little legs moving like lightning. Sitsu, you see Gobblefunk at the end of the hall. It is now this.
I go running past Woe and I'm like, don't bother coming back, we're all leaving.
This other guardian's turn. It is going to move. It has long legs, a good movement speed. It's going to end up here right next to you, Enyo, and it is going to try to launch you. So it's going to.
They get 40 feet of movement?
45.
That's a whole lot of nope.
Because when I counted it out, I just want you to know, I was like, oh, I'm 7 spaces away. I'm good, even unless he has like 15 feet attack. I'm good. This is fine.
Okay, so you need to make either an acrobatics or an athletics check as it tries to grapple you. You only have to beat a 9.
Just a normal acrobatic skill check.
Yep, acrobatics or athletics.
I'm an acrobatic goddess.
And with your acrobatic divinity, as you declared, you are able to avoid the launch, which would have been so bad for you potentially.
Yeah, really potentially very bad.
Since it launches you in a random direction, and you could have just ended right in the pit.
I know, right back where I was, for fuck's sake.
So that is the Guardian's turn. It is back to the top of the order. This Guardian is going to... That's 5 feet here. Another... That's 20.
It's 30.
And it's going to bring it up right up here next to Ceral. And is going to try to pulverize you again. That will... Ooh, good little chunk of bludgeoning damage, but you manage just enough to avoid the stun. But Ceral, you are hurting. That is the Guardian's first pulverize attack. It's going to launch a second one at you.
What? Oh yes.
Multi-attack.
Ceral's gone.
Ceral's done.
Ceral drops unconscious. Whoa.
And Enyo's the only one that knows
It's your turn.
I'm gonna continue running.
Okay.
I wanna... If I can jump over this altar instead of going around.
Yeah, that's fine. It's not
Inside.
terribly. Yeah.
So there's my 30, and then I'm going to dash.
Oh, I think I accidentally deleted that staircase. Give me a second. Move back and then move on the same spot you just were. That should send you up. There we go.
And I'll ask Gobblefunk as I'm passing him, waving him on. Follow me. Where's Lyle at?
Shh! He's at the Agos.
Wherever.
Enyo, your turn. You see Ceral goes down hard. What are you doing?
Okay, is it
You are feeling quite fast.
I know, is it an action or a bonus action to grab somebody and throw them over your shoulder, fireman style?
I would let that be your... Like, if you're carrying like a body like that, that's going to be your action.
Okay, my action. Alright, I'm just going to go for it and try to be very dexterous and dodge the one right there in front of me and slide right over to Cyril's body. Oop, hold on, my mouse is not working. Give me a second. Oh, come on, you have to charge, you little idiot.
Taking the risk with the opportunity attacks here?
Yeah, I'm going to try and take the risk with an opportunity attack and slide over and grab Cyril real fast. Oh, come on. My mouse is not wanting to work, I'm sorry.
It hits. And Enyo, you fail your saving throw and are stunned.
I'm stunned now?
Yes.
Okay, so I can't do anything. There we go. Now I got it working. So I can't move at all then.
You cannot.
Okay. Can I still fire or do any other attacks, or am I literally immobilized now?
When you are stunned, you cannot take actions or reactions.
That's fine. Okay. Then I'm stunned with
now
8 health left.
Fortunately, the stun ends at the end of your turn, but you still lost your movement. Ceral, go ahead and make a blind death saving throw.
Okay, you'd think I'd be good at this by this point. Is it on character sheets?
You can do that on utility,
Oh, utility. Okay.
but then you'll want to change
Got
it to blind GM roll.
Got it.
Okay. Ceral, a memory flashes before your eyes as you are drifting between life and death in this liminal state. What do you do? What is that memory?
It's a happy memory. It's me reading my first comic book, and it's an intense one about a Goliath fighting and just being an all-around badass, but then he gets hit in the head, and all of a sudden I turn the page, and I suddenly can't remember if this character lives or dies as I'm reading this book.
And you realize the last page is missing, Ceral. How is the last page missing? And in a fit of fury, you run to your desk, you grab a piece of parchment, you dip your pen in the ink, and you begin hastily scrawling. How does the story end, Ceral?
Find out.
No. Ceral, you know the answer. How does the story end? Does the little guy win?
Well, not every story has a happy ending. That's what's so much fun about reading comic books, because you never know what you're going to get.
You never know what you're going to get, Ceral. And suddenly, your eyes flicker open. You rolled a nat 20, my dude.
You're stable!
You are back with 1 HP.
Dang. Alright.
Am I up?
You're awake.
Oh. Okay, do I get my turn?
You get your turn. You are on the ground, but you have 1 hit point.
Well, this does not help me a ton. Okay, well... Alright. I have no spells, so... Let's see. Opportunity attack or risk it next turn? I guess I gotta risk the opportunity. Well,
Can you disengage?
for...
Didn't that one already take
Well,
it?
but
Is it
here's the thing. By using my action, I've lost half my movement.
Is it the one that already took a reaction for Enyo, or?
No. It's the other one.
Just out of
Action.
curiosity, before I do anything crazy, because I feel really stuck right now, and so Ceral is panicking. What are those little stones doing? I have one of those. Can I?
You take
magical?
out. Ceral, ever since you picked it up, you've known that it was pure magic.
I'm gonna throw it into its face hole.
Okay. That is not what I was expecting when you said that, but I like it. Ceral.
can't disengage because then I need half my movement to get up. So I'm going to use half my movement to stand up. It's still within range, so I got to go all offense. I'm going to throw that thing into the gaping face hole maw of the thing.
Roll, for the sake of simplicity here, roll Shocking
Sure.
Grasp on this thing.
All right. Targeted.
Oh, I was so close to a nat 20. But
Hit?
yeah, this thing, like they're big. It's not like physically hard to hit them. But as you jam the Arcanex up into its face, you see the glass in your hand and the glass of its face shatter, and this arc of lightning erupts from your hands and just ripples all throughout. Roll a Constitution saving throw to see can you resist the lightning that is coursing through you.
Yeah.
One hit point.
No, he's got this. Abilities. Got it. Ability check or saving?
Save.
Save.
10 or better.
11!
Ceral, by the skin of your teeth, you just like ride it out as you feel just this. You become a live wire, and as this lightning just channels from you to the animated statue, you see the light in its face begins to fade. It grows rigid. This thing's weakness was lightning, and it stops moving.
Oh shit.
I figured it out! Jam those things into its face hole! But think about lightning when you do it! And no, wait, you need spells. I haven't figured it out! Hang on, I'm working on it! I think I'm out of stuff. I guess I got a bonus action. Oh, I'm going to create a bonus, or an illusion of Enyo looking exactly like Enyo, but a mustache, so I can tell the difference right next to Enyo, trying to fool the creature.
Okay, where? Right there. Perfect.
Right there,
We'll just
yeah.
put the goo. That's
Oh,
that's
but
a smart move.
it has a mustache, but extremely angry eyebrows.
You also still have 25 feet of movement if you want to use it.
I want to back up as much as I can and still see my illusion.
Okay. Ceral, that was.
No, I'm like peeking and making sure I still have an eye on Enyo, and I'm just like.
Oh man, I thought Ceral was freaking dead.
I thought they both were when any got stunned.
Sitsu, it is your turn. You, oblivious to everything that's going on downstairs, you're all alone now on this floor. What do you do?
Yeah, Sitsu has no reason to think anything weird other than they're just slow running after her. This is the room with the instigator statues, right?
The pedagogue statues, the ones that turned away from you, however you want to interpret what they were. Yeah.
Sitsu is just going to keep running.
Yeah, you've got
bonus
plenty of
action
movement to.
dash. Oh, that's not what I'm trying to do. Stop selecting things. It's trying to make me draw a box around. Oh, there we go. Okay, 25.
I didn't
There's
gobble Funketti, right? I think.
60. And then action, move.
Hopping over the spikes.
20, 30. There we go. It's hard
Okay.
to do long movements when in the little tiny hallways. Yeah, Sitsu, this whole turn is running.
It is back to this guardian. I'm gonna say it's gonna make its attack with disadvantage, since it doesn't know which is the real one. I think that was a clever use of the resources, and it misses on its first attack. Its second attack, still unsure of itself, makes a second and misses. Man, those are some low rolls.
Everyone knows stone giants are mustache blind.
That's its turn. It's just thrashing around trying to get the the two of you here. It is back to Woe.
I am going to proceed upstairs. Oh, it took me.
The
Wait.
staircase. You already went upstairs. You
You were already
gonna
up.
go
around now.
I am going upstairs. I'm gonna try and. Oh, I gotta.
Yeah, I know what you're doing. You're good.
And then another 30. Oh.
They're
Are they-
they're not moving. You guys
they're
deactivated
off.
them.
Oh yeah. Okay, that'll be my turn.
Gobblefunk coming with you.
Yeah. Come on.
He's got a good fly
little
speed,
bit
so he's
more,
able
yeah.
to zoom ahead of you. Enyo, it's your turn. Ceral was dead, and now he's not. And there's another one of you. What are you doing?
Can I bonus action disengage?
You sure can. I didn't want to tell you that last time because I didn't want to
forgot because I know that, but I forgot, and so my
I
brain
know.
was like, "Oh, disengage." Shit.
but now you will know. Yeah, your
Okay.
cunning action lets you disengage.
So bonus action disengage, and I am going to use all of my movement that I currently have.
Yeah, you got 40 or 50 feet of movement since
And
you're.
as I run by Cyril, I'm gonna go, "You're amazing!" And just keep running around the corner. And
You can action run too. if you
yeah,
want.
I'm gonna hit the stairs and then bonus action dash and just like keep going, just not stopping because I'm hoping that Cyril's gonna be right behind me because I saw him, I think, chug Chrono too. So I'm just gonna keep going. I don't know how far I've gotten. I've lost my count.
Yeah, I think that's about good.
I'm gonna stay. Actually, I'm gonna stay like right here so I can try and see the hallway to see if he's gonna be able to make it up the stairs. If I don't see him in like a minute, I'm gonna go back down probably.
All right, Ceral, it is your turn.
Running.
You're running.
We're running. We're all running.
Yeah.
Everybody,
First
roll a perception check.
Everyone.
Everybody.
I'm so scared about what Gobblefunk was running from.
Oof, that's bad.
Oh, but
Yet it makes a little bit of sense for Enyo and Sitsu, or for Sitsu at least. Oh man, those are some pitiful rolls. Whoa! As you are running, you feel like a tremor from deep beneath the ground, and at first it's small, but then it's kind of growing and growing and growing, and then soon everybody I guess. Whoa! When you notice this, what do you do?
I yell out. I know Sitsu's behind me. Yeah. I yell out and I'm like, this place might be gonna go.
walls
Might be gonna go.
coming around.
Might be gonna go.
I'm also trying to might be go.
Cyril, that was the end of your movement, right?
Yep.
Okay, Sitsu, it's up to you. What are you doing?
Oh god, I'm running. This place is falling down now, according to. Whoa. These are deactivated, right?
Yeah. You can just jump across them.
30.
Ping, ping, ping.
$60. Dashing. It's this door we're getting to. Yeah. C2 is running past Woe.
And you can see the staircase leading to the ladder that would get you out of here. It is back to this the guardian downstairs, but none of you are there to see what happens. Whoa, it's your turn.
I am going to continue running. Oh, what's up?
Oh, hey.
Well, hey, let's run.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Where is everyone?
They were behind. I mean, they're slow. Well,
Oh.
Enyo was on drugs, but
What?
Don't worry about it. Just go. The
Gobblefunk
building is falling down.
zooms ahead. Enyo, it's your turn.
Hero, you're phenomenal. Okay, we need to get out of here, right? Because that's what I'm about to do. I'm just
I
gonna
don't know,
go.
I feel pretty good. This whole stuff makes me feel like loosey-goosey and like
Yeah, no,
like
I
jittery
get
on the
that.
inside.
But like, do you think it can climb stairs? Because I'd rather not find out if it can climb stairs.
I absolutely, for a fact, know they can. We need to get out of here.
Oh, okay, great, perfect, bye. And she just sprints to the stairs, and that's 20 feet. 15.
It's 35, 50. You've got another 50 feet to go still.
I'm trying to. Okay, I have to kind of like jump like
55,
that.
60, 70. Yeah, you're cruising. 80 feet, you got 20 more. And Ceral, it's now your turn.
Alright, I am getting the smell out of here. 30. 45. 60. 75. 80. One Hondo. As I approach Enyo, I'm going to use my bonus action to cast a minor illusion of me running past her, and then it just fades into the wall.
I love it. As we have gone one cycle through, suddenly
The blade is off, right?
Yes.
yeah, the blades are off. The shaking has grown progressively worse, and bits of stone begin falling all around. Sitsu, at the start of your turn, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy.
Sitsu, a giant chunk of stone comes crashing down at you. You tuck and roll and manage to get out of the way just in time.
Okay, this ladder. This is the central ladder, right?
Yeah.
50 feet. Going up.
Love you, bye.
Yep. Sitsu is going to class.
And that's as far as it goes.
Okay. Sitsu is definitely a bit worried about what might be out here, knowing that Lyle's pissed off at us. So in whatever possible way, she's not just like blindly climbing up the ladder. She's got like a dagger and she's like,
Sensible.
but her getting out.
Whoa. Dexterity save, please.
No.
No.
Okay.
And much like Sitsu, as you see her dodge out of the way, you're able to avoid this falling rubble.
All right. And I will go upstairs.
And Gobblefunk follows suit. It is now Enyo's turn. Enyo, dex save.
Okay.
Enyo, you haven't seen anybody else do this, but you've been dodging hits your whole life, so you are able to avoid all of this rubble.
And how much speed of movement do I have, by the way?
100.
You have 100.
100, okay.
Is Ceral going to make it?
Actually, you can dash bonus action, so you have
I
150.
know.
Poor Cyril's gonna be stuck in the temple, like
Left all alone.
Damn, I'm not gonna get my
And
money back.
Enyo, even though she knows she can go, she's actually gonna wait right here because she needs to have Ceral come through that door behind her. Because he just vanished into a rock, but she thinks he's not actually in the rock. She thinks he's like gonna come around the corner.
there's a little part.
You're high.
I know,
There's
but
a
like
little-
my brain is kind of like, no, he's coming, and so she's gonna wait right at the bottom of the steps.
There's just a little part of Enyo that stops because she doesn't want to be right behind the wall on the stairs too.
There's also that too, because I saw her in front of me.
Just stare there.
I didn't
I'm
say
just
that.
standing at the top with a baseball bat, just
I'm
waiting.
just like, oh, hey, well,
Ding.
see you again.
Ceral, it all comes down to you. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god.
Now you are on chrono, which you get a +5 to this roll. You don't even need
why
it.
is that?
Okay, good. I accidentally blind rolled it.
Yeah, you did.
You got a 26.
Oh, good, great.
Oh.
Next, because it's gonna be
30, 60, 5,
door.
You make it.
80.
Yeah, you make it.
And
More.
each
All
of
of
you
mine.
are able
And then
to
right as I'm
ascend the
running
stairs. Yeah.
As I'm running to the stairs, I'm like, whoa! Oh, move, Enyo! Whoa! Hey, I got your gold! And I'm reaching out with 6 gold.
My
Oh.
man.
The 6
I
golds.
didn't want to die without having paid you back. I was so worried
How much-
about that.
How much do you owe me? Do you owe me 10?
6 gold. Oh. Are you saying that to Ceral, or are you saying that to Alex?
Both.
I thought you took 2 loans from.
Yeah,
Woe.
there were 2 separate times.
Was it 1-5, 1-6? So is it 11?
I thought it was only 6. That's what. Nah.
Because I know Woe spotted you some gold, and then you needed some gold to go buy the supplies to fuck with Malloy.
Do I owe you 6 or 10?
I don't know. I'll have to read through my notes. I'm looking.
Ceral,
Whoa, do I owe you 6 or
Record.
10?
Sitsu's like
have a
waiting at the
5
top of the
insight.
ladder, like, guys, this is not the time.
It's always the time to talk about debts.
Pushes the ladder back down to them.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I can't find it. Yeah,
Well,
you owe me 25.
yeah, Ceral, that makes sense. With interest, you figure 25 is probably right. That's what your gut's telling you, at least.
You're gonna at least do me the courtesy of giving me a deception roll against my 5 insight?
Sure. No problem.
I'm pretty sure your modifier is higher
I
than
hope
My
you can
modifier
fail
is plus
that.
6. If I roll in that one, so.
Oh gosh.
Oh, yeah, that's
interest brought it up to
Absolutely.
what?
Yeah, man.
Man, gotta be careful taking loans from you. All right. Ceral pays you. How
Oh.
much did you say?
25.
Well, you
That's
already gave
cool.
her 6, so 19 more.
That's why I've
All
been
right.
bothering you.
I'm gonna
for
give
so
you
many
25
days.
total.
Thank you.
All right, add
Perfect.
25 to your gold.
Thank you.
so as the group of you ascends this ladder outside of the stairs that you're sprinting up here, you look at the vertical shaft above you, and you can hear a muted but still relatively proximate tumult going on. And as you make your way out of the pits that was the entrance to the chamber, without all of the earth around you to muffle it, the din is now much louder. And you see that the lights that were extinguished when you descended into the chamber are now all lit. The entirety of the encampment is illuminated as archaeologists are rousing from their sleep and moving en masse toward the Agos structure, where you, like the one permanent building in this area.
Not towards us.
Not towards you.
Not towards the hole we're in. Okay.
No. Whoa. What is going through your head right now?
Oh. I'm feeling like shit. I'm gonna ask Gobblefunk what's going on, because he was up here, right? Because he followed Lyle out. Like, what's going on up here?
They've got him. Just come on.
No, what's going on?
They've got who?
Just come on.
No!
You know.
Tell me. That's an
Who do
order.
they have?
Lyle.
Do they think he did it?
Doesn't look good. And so this kind of gnawing hollow
Very.
in your stomach just grows with each step that you take, Woe. And as you guys draw closer, you see that there's a proper crowd that has formed outside of the Agos building. You see there's actually 2 general throngs of people. One's concentrated around the front doors, and the other is off to the right side of the building. There are a good 50, 60 people and more just keep coming. You hear some of them as they're going, talking about, did you feel that? Did you feel that, like, that quake? And others are just like what's going on? What's it's a general state of confusion. You also count that there's at least 24 Knights of Juris among the crowd.
Sitsu does her instinctive thing in the crowd, and you see her hood go up, and she like steps off and starts getting lost in the crowd and finding like somewhere to sort of be hidden to try and get close and see what they're talking about with the knights.
Can I slide over to Enyo real quick and be like, hey Enyo, whatever happened to that dagger you used to slit that bitch's throat?
You mean this one? And Inyo's gonna suddenly hold it up. And then she spashes it real quick and says, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't be flaunting that. You wanna be sneaky with me? Let's be sneaky together and let's go sneak. And then she starts like flipping her hood up and like sneaking away as quiet as she can, even though she's like totally eyes wide, just like
Chrono Enyo is not sneaky.
No, she's not sneaky. She's just like trying to look extra sneaky, you know, like in the cartoons, extra sneaky. But she's going around the crowd. Actually, the one smart thing she's doing is trying to stay away from the crowd and go to the shadows and get out. She's actually not trying to go in and see what's going on. She kind of thinks it's probably have to do with her, so she's like, yeah, I'm gonna keep moving.
Do I see anyone else as she sneaks off? Is Woe around me?
I mean, you're all in this. Sitsu's disappeared. Enyo is
Disappearing.
slipped off.
Whoa, what are we doing?
Gobblefunk. Be unseen.
Got it.
Should we
Let's
just
just-
get out of here?
Here, let's just hang towards the back, and will you hold my hand and like give me like 2 solid tugs if something bad is going on?
I got you, Woe.
I'm gonna try and get closer, and I'm gonna send Gobblefunk in, invisible, to go closer to see better what's going on.
Where are you sending him? Are you sending him to the front entrance, or are you sending him to the right-hand side of the building? Because there's like seems like two things that are happening.
Maybe like an aerial first to try and see possibly where Lyle might be.
Lyle is in front of
Okay.
the main doors.
Okay, yeah, I'll have him go that way.
Uh,
I'll be
S-
looking through his eyes.
Sitsu, where are you heading in this?
I was heading towards where you said there were the like group of knights Juris.
The knights are in both of these locations. Yeah.
Oh, okay. The whichever had the biggest crowd at the front, I think.
That would be the bigger crowd. Though
That's
it's still like both are sizable and continuing
front
to grow.
door.
No one's paying any attention to any of you lot. Like there's so much going on, and so as you peer through Gobblefunk's eyes and Sitsu, as you draw closer to this, you see in front of the entrance, Lyle is sitting on the ground. His head is hanging. His arms are behind his back. His white shirt is torn and soaked with blood. It covers his arms and his chest and his neck. The blood that's on his face is, you can tell, kind of like streaked through with tears. An Affinity lies on the ground near him, motionless, as 2 knights are carefully tending to her body. Another 2 lift Lyle to his feet. And he lifts his head and just kind of gazes out into the crowd. Woe, through Gobblefunk, you can sense that he's searching. And in his eyes, you see just this heartbreaking wash of pain and grief, a swelling sea of loss and hollowness. He doesn't say anything, he doesn't call out. His eyes say everything, though. And soon he disappears behind the metal door of an armored carriage that the knights deposit him in. They knock 3 times on the side, and the driver pulls on the reins in her hands, and soon the horses hitched to the front are speeding away.
At any point, is there any time where no one has their hands on him?
No. Hot Lyle is like he's being manhandled by a couple people.
Is there any way I can get Gobblefunk to get into the carriage with him before the door shuts?
Have Gobblefunk roll an athletics check here because he was getting that aerial view. So he's got to cover some ground here.
Dive bomb into the carriage.
We'll say 12 or better.
Oh god, he has a -2.
He kind of crashes into the side of the carriage as the door closes and bounces off, and you are kind of jostled from your connection.
Oh shit. Just gotta touch him. We gotta. I'll come back in. And I'll turn to Ceral. We have to get him.
Now?
Yep.
Whoa, I know he's your friend, but we are worthless right now. I feel shitty.
You look great.
You really
You look
think
the-
so? Blood
you
and
look-
teeth, one or
You
two
look
missing.
the best
nose all
I've ever
swollen.
seen you.
Oh, hey,
fuck.
whoa. I found out what those Archeologist stones do. And they like soup up your magic, because, like, man, you should have seen it. I did something really fucking awesome. But, whoa. Not now. We should just trust the system. Tomorrow we'll go down to the police station, the night station, and we'll fill out a form, we'll request to see him, and we can see him under supervision, which is exactly... The system is here to help us. And we just need to do things right. If we go in half-cocked guns, we're just gonna end up right next to him.
Where's Enyo and Sitsu?
Sitsu, you saw all of this. What are you doing now?
After seeing Lyle be taken away, Sitsu would want to, not knowing that Gobblefunk is there, she would want to tell Woe what is happening. So making my way back to Woe and Ceral, thinking that she doesn't know that Lyle just got taken away by the Knight's Juris. So I would be coming up to tell her.
And you probably catch the end of that conversation.
Certainly. Enyo, you were getting the hell out of Dodge, right?
Oh yeah, Enyo is headed to the nearest exit. She just wants to get out of there. She feels really weird, and she doesn't actually like that she had to take the chrono. So she's like, literally like, no, I have to go somewhere because I'm about to crash. This is not a safe area. She's just like,
she's too high to be around people.
I'm like too high to be around people. My like blinders are on like a horse. I'm just like, eh.
And every one of you have been up now for over 24 hours. You are physically exhausted, emotionally exhausted.
Enyo just knows that she doesn't need to be anywhere near that, whatever that was, and she's like, the nearest exit, get out of here, I need to find a safe place. Where's the nearest safe place is like going through her head right now.
And you see this procession of people running past the armored carriage rips past you, barreling down the road, moving at breakneck pace, but you're able to continue toward the toward like getting back into the safety of the walls.
Yeah.
We'll come back to you later, but the three of you plus Gabi, what's happening now?
Sitsu walked up at the end of that exchange between them. Well, I know that you want to go get him right now, but we can't. There are dozens of knights. We've fully guarded.
I just gotta get my hands on him. Promise you, I can get him out. Just gotta get my hands on him.
Okay, do you think that Are you worried he's going to be executed tonight?
I don't know, but we got him into this shit.
We can get him out tomorrow when we can.
Whoa.
Ceral's almost
if you-
dead. Look at him.
No, he always looks like that.
She said it looks great. Yeah, this is pretty normal for me. I'm gonna put my hands on Woe's shoulder and be like, Woe, if you want to break Lyle out of prison, then we will do it. We'll all go in there for you, guns a-blazing. We'll kill a bunch of knights, and they will remember the name PP Steam, and we will get him out of prison. But
If it's
I'm serious when I
prison
say
you
it.
want
Now
us
is not the
to
time.
get into. We have ways of getting in, not guns a-blazing.
Plus, I mean, here's the thing. We have the murder weapon. We can plant it on someone. Someone else takes the fall. We'll clear his name. We'll be heroes.
We could also potentially play on our certain level of trust with Kendra.
Mm.
There's slightly more diplomatic ways than guns a-blazing to help Lyle, but none of us are worth anything right now. We need sleep. We need time.
We need sleep.
Everybody roll a perception check. Except Enyo.
Is the ground still shaking?
No, it has stopped. Which you notice, Sitsu.
Yeah, he's cool.
Ceral, you catch a snippet of a conversation. I heard him arguing with him earlier. I bet that's it.
Speaking.
Just some archaeologist you don't know.
I put my hands on Woe's shoulder. Whoa. Oh my god.
What?
Okay. It might just be the drugs, but I have a great idea.
Can we
What?
start?
With the
Can we
murder?
start walking towards?
Yeah.
the city while we're
Okay.
talking about this?
And I start
Oh.
scampering, and I'm so excited. I'm poised up right on Woe's shoulder, kind of.
I know what
shouting
you're
in her ear
thinking.
and be
I
like,
know what you're thinking.
Yeah. No,
That
we
blonde
plant the murder
douchebag.
weapon on. The guy with the one ear. That a gobbledogger. He ate his ear off. That would be perfect because they're all pissed off, and then he was injured, and he'll be like, "Oh, he tried to kill her to get revenge." How awesome would that be? We set up the pots and get him out of prison. We're heroes.
Do we have the dagger still?
No, Enyo has
Well,
it.
we don't, but Enyo does.
Where the fuck is she?
So as we're walking out, is there still a big crowd?
Yeah,
Are they all
there's still a
dispersing?
lot of people that are crowded around the right side of the building.
Can I go see what that is about before we leave?
You absolutely can.
I'm going to try and sneak over there and see what the heck is going on.
In Sitsu, it doesn't take you long to see, shielded by the building itself, but when you get to the right side, you see what everybody is staring at. They're positioned around the base of a flagpole. And under normal circumstances, the pole would bear the navy blue flag of the Archaeology Guild, but this morning, because it is now early morning, it bears two lifeless forms, 20 feet in the air, the cable wrapped around each of their necks, and you recognize both of them. First, his hair disheveled, a bloody stump of a left ear, is Iparus, the elf who glove-slapped Lyle earlier that night. Second, half the size of the elf, her dark skin a contrast to his pale coloration, is Itra, Lyle's boss, the artifact specialist who left to tend to her injured apprentice. Both are dead. Make a perception check.
Was not expecting Itra to be there.
You can see, even at this distance, on both of their eyes are carved bright red M's, and on the side of the wall, written in shiny red capital letters, "Remember what you took."
Sitsu, as quickly as she can without drawing attention, pops back up behind the group and grabs both of their hands and is like, "We need to go now." And just starts pulling them forward.
As we start going forward as fast as I can, I look at Woe and go, 1, 2, 3, swing!
Like a little kid with the parents' hand.
Oh, with Sitsu? Oh my god, fuck yeah.
Oh, man.
If
The three
he's
of-
willing to.
It's unexpected, and Sitsu's just like trying to keep running.
The three of you make one final perception check.
Oh my gosh. Can I have help from Gobblefunk?
Jeez, you guys.
Yeah, sure. Actually, just roll a separate one for Gobblefunk,
Okay.
Gonna beat Ceral at least.
since he is not part of this.
Oh my god.
Gobblefunk says,
You little bastard.
"Okay, hey, don't look now, but I just saw someone point right at Ceral. Be cool."
Ceral, be cool.
Don't tell Ceral.
Good advice.
This time on the way back, Ceral is out walking any of you bitches.
I could still go faster than you. I think.
I'm on chrono.
No, I can't. I'm by 10 feet. I can't. I can almost go faster than you.
You know he's jumping on his shoulders again.
No, I'm trying not to draw attention to us, but trying to get back in the city.
We are at the hour mark, so I think now would be a good point to take a bathroom break.
Okay. One moment.
They're gonna say take some more drugs.
Hell
What
yeah.
you do in
Cyril's
your free time is up.
Probably feeling that way.
Channeling Ceral right now.
All right, welcome back, everyone. The three of you moving with Gobblefunk still invisible toward the safety of the walls. As you're moving, you hear a sound coming off from an alley.
In the city or in outside the walls?
Just past the walls once you make it inside.
Gobble, go look.
He zooms off, comes back a moment later, says, Enyo's not looking so good.
Oh shit.
I want to go check the alley as soon as he says that.
I guess.
Sneaking up to it.
You see Enyo hunched over a trash bin, just vomiting up her guts, swaying on her feet as she does. Ceral, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no,
really
that's
hurt, though.
disgusting, Nick!
That's not what I was going for.
No, it's
I thought you want the drugs in your puke.
No, Ceral, you're still feeling a good high. It's still the effects haven't quite worn off yet.
Enyo
She
really
had pissed, maybe. I'd Ozzy Osbourne it, but not puke. That's gross.
That's what I was thinking he was implying.
No, it's not it's hit Enyo. And maybe
Enyo
it's gonna hit
genuinely did
Ceral,
get
too.
too high to be around people.
Yeah,
Like,
she legitimately is
first
trying to
time.
upchuck everything in her guts and body right now is just fighting against her.
Just a very small hand reaches up and pulls your hair back out of.
It's like falling out of the bun the braided bun she normally keeps it in.
Woe's
She's
hand
still
pushes
just-
the hair back down.
No,
I want to
invisible
make
hand.
Yeah.
A very specific note. Sitsu has not told anyone else in the party what she saw in the flagpole.
Oh.
I just came up. I came up and said, "We gotta go," and started running with you guys.
Enyo, can you keep it down long enough? Hey, listen, we might need that word murder weapon because we're gonna plant it on the dude with one ear because let's face it. Ew, what did you eat?
How long are we going to have to get? Wait, actually, hang on.
Food?
Does this count? Where I can't target Enyo. Damn it!
That's a short rest. I
I
don't think
can't
that's
see Enyo. Hang on.
Here, I'll come over
about
there.
an hour of us sitting around watching your puke.
No,
I believe
hang
you've
on.
already taken 2 short rests
Yeah, no.
today.
Enyo's about to be done. She's just.
Can I stop her with one of these?
I would allow that. Yes, you can settle her stomach with the the stabilizing.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
We need to get back to a room. We need to sleep.
Sleep.
Yeah, it's about 6 in the morning at this point.
Really good. I'm here. Okay. All right. Let's go place sleep now. And then Yo's gonna kind of turn and because the small hand is on her back, she ends up kind of leaning into the person that's behind her slightly, and then stumbles back up. Sorry.
You forwards.
Yep. And so she starts just walking out the alleyway at the other end, trying to figure out where she is so she can get to a place to rest.
Our inn that we have rooms at is in Riverside.
How close is
Yeah, it's-
Misty's Tavern?
Not particularly close. It's in Old Town, so it's a good hour from Misty's to.
Versus the inn that we're at? How close is the inn we were at?
Oh, that's where you are currently. That's farther away from you.
Okay. I would probably start veering towards Old Town, towards Misty's Tavern.
How close is the closest Le Chauffin house?
So the closest one you are in would probably be the South Side house, which is you could get there in 20 minutes.
And Misty's Tavern is an hour away or something.
I was saying it was an hour from the Sea Spray in Riverside. It's probably from here an hour and a half.
Okay. So they're both pretty far away.
Mhm.
Where are we going?
Let's go to the Sea Spray. That's our closest option.
Guys, we maybe have somewhere closer.
Maybe or definitively, because these two aren't looking too good.
Inyo's like half leaning against the alleyway wall. Like, where are we going?
Never mind. No,
Where are we
let's
going?
just
What do you
go to
mean? I feel
the
great.
bakery.
I'm just got some
The
little pep in my
the
step. I
bakery
feel
is
good.
also closer than both
Than the
Misty's
sea
and
spray?
the sea spray. Yeah.
We can go to the bakery.
Okay, back to fire.
Luckily,
and
there's
flour.
only been a murder there.
Mm-hmm.
As we're going to fire and flower, I want to make a point to keep an eye out for the flying winged guy we saw before.
Okay.
Sitsu's like scanning the rooftops and like dark windows and stuff.
Yeah. Roll a perception check, just to see if you notice anything of interesting.
Ah, a little bit better.
I mean, you're on high alert. You are tired. You're kind of having to rub the sleep out of your eyes, even. But there's no like ominous looming figures. Every now and then, like you'll think you'll see something out of the corner of your eye, and you turn, and there's nothing. As you make your way to the edge of the square here, you do see like the city is now up and about in full force. And with that 16, you do notice that there are a lot of knights visible, just more so than normal. A lot of times, they'd be more like hanging back or, trying not to be made, but you just see that a lot of them are out and about. But you all are able to make it to the bakery, no problem. It still has the sign out front that you put the previous morning that says closed for the black sick.
Ooh, is the thieves' camp still there?
It is.
Come on in. You guys can sleep down here.
Hey, Will. Can I use the restroom real quick, please?
Then you can use the back alley.
Okay, bye-bye. She stumbles out of the back.
Okay.
Was gonna go upstairs and close the door and lock the door.
Kira falls asleep on the bread.
And you'll
And
come
I'll
back
make sure
after.
the bakery is locked.
Noticeably
and
stale.
Closed.
And you'll have come back after she's kind of like used what's left of her water to like wash her face off and rinse her mouth out, and then she comes through and is gonna just find a place to curl up, hidden away back here
All right.
behind the counter.
As we're sleeping, I guess.
Mhm.
Skill. Can I use my Whispers of the Dead to gain proficiency in perception?
Yeah. So I like this idea of like you're channeling like a specific like profession or something like that. So what is this spirit that separates from the sea of them swirling around you?
You see, it's small, like sort of stooped over, looking older woman, like wire rimmed glasses, and she's carrying like a really heavy looking like book bag. She's essentially a librarian.
I love it.
That's the spirit.
And nothing gets past this old librarian schoolmarm. Yeah, you are able to absolutely do that. So you're switching it from performance to perception.
Yes.
So does that allow you to gain expertise if you're already proficient in something? Because you're already proficient in perception.
No.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with it. So let's see. I'll allow it. I don't see why not. If you want to use that to give yourself expertise in it, since you're already proficient in perception.
Okay, I would like to do that.
Okay. Then you are even better at perceiving things. You all are welcome to take a long rest. Ceral, do you remember how?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. And let's see. So, as you are all just sleeping this off, trying to, let the last long 26, 27 hours wash off of you, Enyo, as has happened the last couple of nights, you drift off into a dream. The sun has dipped beneath the summer horizon, and young Enyo's stomach is just rumbling. It's in knots. Maybe that's triggered by what's been going on with your stomach as of late. But the smell of charred meats, baked breads, and grilled vegetables is carried on the breeze from the dozen of carts that are on either side of the street ahead of you. It's been nearly 2 days since you last ate anything. You have no money, but what 11-year-old street rat in Riverside ever has more than a coin for a minute? And you've largely made it this long on the kindness of strangers, but it's not enough, and so sometimes you have to take things into your own hands. And your parents would have never approved of this. They would scold you and give you a good thumping at even like the idea of stealing, because humble as they were noble people. But they're dead, and you're all you've got, so what does it matter? What does young Enyo do? What does she hit? What would draw her?
She's going to be looking at the different stands.
Mhm.
And she's going to be just trying to decide if it's worth it to try and grab from the fruit stand, which there are a few outlayers that look easy pickings that won't topple the pile, or if it will be easier to grab a meat skewer from the cart that seems to be smoking on the opposite side of the street, or if she can get away with snatching a loaf of bread out of an old lady's bag as she exits the bakery.
Now, the fruit would certainly be the easiest. It's it's sitting out, but the meat that's going to be filling.
Yeah, and she knows. I mean, she is young, but she knows that if she eats the meat, she'll be able to last longer. Fruit will be simple to get. So she's debating on which should she actually try for. And then she's going to try and get the meat because she knows, fruit's not going to do it. And she'll be right back out here tomorrow. If she can get just one of those skewers, it'll last her more than a day. She knows that.
And you bide your time. You are drinking in the surroundings, and you strike at just the right moments, and you have a skewer of meat.
She's gone. She's not eating it right away. She's running to what she's kind of designated as a safer area in between the buildings and the alleyways, almost down into the sewers. As she slides home, she just waits. She makes sure no one's followed, no one's right there, and then slowly she pulls it out and she takes a tentative bite and just slowly starts chewing, and her eyes close because this is the first food she's had in 2 days, and it's the best thing in the world right now to her.
It's greasy and fatty and burnt, but it's so delicious. And as you're enjoying this first mouthful, suddenly a conspicuous boot scuff on cobblestone behind you makes you turn around. You think that darkness is your friend, little one, but you know what? You're wrong. The man from the fruit carts strides towards you. He looks to be drow, but his hair and mustache are a shocking shade of red. You see, that's when everyone's guard is raised, when they're most alert. If you strike in the daylight, however, that's when the crowd is thickest, when the din is loudest, when the eye is overwhelmed with stimuli. That's when a wee hand like yours goes unnoticed. He stops just a few feet away from you and kneels down. He puts his hand behind his back, and instead of anything of danger, he produces a pomelo and extends it to you. He says, "It's okay. I'm not angry. I'm not going to hurt you.
Enyo's already like tucked her skewer back into her clothes and is just kind of like crouched down looking at him and looking at the pomelo in his hand and looking at him. She's had the kindness of strangers, so she's not as wary as she should be, but she is still wary because he seems to have followed her, which she thought she got away. And so, like the little rat she's become, she snatches it and then crawls further back into the corner that she's situated herself in.
Says, that's good. You know, you've got to stave off the scurvy. You know what happens to you, don't you, when you get scurvy?
Yeah, it hurts.
Well, yeah, first it's just, you know, the fatigue, which you probably don't even notice. You've got so much cortisol pumping through you with the lifestyle you live. But after a few months comes the bleeding, the bruising, the bone pain. But then it's not long at that point until every single scar on your body, and by the look of you there's no shortage of them, opens like the day you got the wound. A lifetime of injuries refreshed as you bleed and bleed and bleed until mercifully the fever takes you. So, eat your bloody citrus.
And Enyo just takes a big bite of the pomelo that was in her hand. Because she knows what he's saying, but she's still...
Yep.
She freaked her out a lot, so she like literally starts devouring the citrus pomelo in front of her.
He tousles your hair and says, so, what's your story, little Clementine?
And as she finishes, she kind of mumbles, when Dad got killed.
Yeah.
I ran away. They can't kill me. And her eyes are defiant as she looks at this drow in front of her. They won't kill me, she says as she swallows what was in her mouth.
Of course they won't. And you'll roll a wisdom save with disadvantage.
Okay. How do I do this? Oh wait, I know how to do disadvantage. Give me a second.
Still pretty good.
Assistant.
That's fun.
He turns his back and shakes his head and says, it's a shame, really, isn't it? Little Fyra, Esther, not the first. No, not by a long shot. Not the last neither, not by even more. But, little Enyo, my Clementine, it's not too late. All you have to do is remember. Why does something so simple seem so bloody hard? And as Orange turns around, you see a trickle of red forming at his neck. His head slumps to the side, and as it does, it morphs into affinities. Her skin pale, her eyes lifeless, the gash along her throat widens, and again she changes, this time to the middle-aged man with beady eyes and thinning hair, Breesmarken. Blood sprays, and now he is the man from the alley all those years ago, hungry to take you, and now your father, now your mother, now yourself. And this blood just sprays and sprays, coating you, drowning you, until all there is red. And then Enyo wakes up sometime later.
With a jerk.
Each of you wake up in your own time, getting this full rest. What do you all want to do at this start of a new adventuring day?
I have something really important I want to do. I need to find a printing station. I have something that I must distribute.
Oh. Wait before you... Ceral, wait. Maybe don't distribute anything yet?
I'm not telling you guys what I'm doing. It's a surprise. You guys are going to be so proud of me.
Okay, but there's something you guys should know about last night. Is Woe down here?
Enyo's gonna take a seat at one of the tables.
It looks like not yet.
I'm going to start eating some complimentary bread.
That's not complimentary.
Taylor
It is
was
quite stale at this point.
It's like slightly
Fine.
moldy.
I'll probably eat
Kinda
some of
used
my
to it,
rations.
It's only been like 2 days.
It's not moldy. It's just stale.
stale. Yeah, I'll eat some rations with my stale bread.
There's some fresh boar in the walk-in.
That's right, there is. I forgot about that.
Could have morning bacon.
We could
Wanna
have some
cook some
ham.
bacon?
Yeah, let's cook some bacon.
Okay.
Who's
And
best
some
at cooking?
Slices of, well, not ham because it's not cured. I'm not good at cooking.
Woe certainly has experience with working in a kitchen in the bakery growing up. Probably, with some reticence, but you would absolutely be able to. You also surely know how to handle a dead body.
We'll like take the bite in the walk-in before we don't see her.
Yeah.
Okay, while we're making breakfast. You guys remember that blonde guy? The ear thing?
You mean the glove
Yeah, we're
slappy
totally
one?
gonna plant the murder weapon on him.
It's a little late for that.
Why would we plan it on him? Oh,
You
wait,
did it
yeah.
already? Sitsu, you're fucking awesome!
Oh,
No, she
I
didn't. And Enyo stabs the dagger into the table. It's right here.
Oh.
he's dead.
Yeah, that makes it hard to plan anything on him.
You killed him?
I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I'd be saying the same thing.
What happened?
Insight check.
Okay, I'm not lying.
Well, I don't know.
That's fine. I seem very honest to you.
Enyo looks at Sitsu and says, "What happened? I was out of it. I'm not gonna lie.
believe
I have no
Him and-
idea what happened."
Him and Itra both. That other crowd last night when we after we watched Lyle,
Wait,
they
Wait.
didn't arrest Lyle for Affinity's death, I think. I think they think Lyle killed all three of them.
Wait, so
3 of them.
The blonde
Infinity's
guy
dead?
and Itra were hanging off the flagpole last night. And I looked
wait,
straight
Lyle was
at
hanging off the flagpole last night? I thought he went into the
Not
thing.
Lyle,
No.
blonde.
The blonde glove guy. Cheryl, the one that slapped Lyle. You remember him?
But-
Oh, yeah. Sorry,
Calling him
Cyril's
blonde guy.
fumbling through a book right now, only half paying attention.
Okay, so they were both on the flagpole.
And Sitsu looks straight at Woe and she says, they had the same markings as your cousin on their eyes.
The M's.
There was another message left where their bodies were. It said,
What was it?
remember what you took.
Oh!
Oh,
That
I know what
doesn't
we took.
sound directive.
Not in the slightest.
This is the second time whoever this is has left a message that we've seen.
And it's not the Reapers.
Hey, wait, remember what you took? Are they talking about the Harbulary batteries? Speaking of which, I figured out what they do. No, the Archeologist circles, spheres. So anyway, Enyo, she knows.
Yep.
Okay, so like, they make magic like super fucking powerful. So like, I mean, you guys know me, I'm like pretty good with this shit and all that, but I like held one in my hand. I was just trying to like punch the thing, but I accidentally shocking grasped it because, I mean, I intentionally shocking grasped it. So anyway, it turned it into like a fucking lightning storm. It was badass. Like, it almost blew her eyebrows off. It was freaking amazing. I killed one of those stone things. Just like, bam, did.
Yep. No, he did. It was super, super impressive. And Yunya's just sitting there nodding.
She's
along.
underselling it, but thank you. But yeah, those how do you say it? Archeonyx stones?
Archeonyx?
Yeah. Yeah, the Archeonyx stones. Can I have some of them just like in case? Because like if you guys like ever needed it, I'm pretty sure I could do like some badass shit and like just like got your back, boo.
Well, definitely means there's magic within them. Very strong magic, like we've used.
Yeah, there's magic. No, it's like magic steroids. and I fucking loved it. And like I was good with it. But like just give me like 5 of them things and I can totally watch your back.
Ceral, I'm sorry, but I don't trust you with anything.
No. Okay, here's the deal.
Ceral?
You will just come up with a code word, and that's when I'll use it.
I don't.
I won't unless you tell me. I promise. We'll have a code word like "Go Ceral" on them, and like man, or no, be the Ceral, and like that's
I
when
really
you
think
know
we should give him at least one of them, so he has one in his inventory.
Just in case.
Like a
That's all I need. That's all I need.
I don't think
I don't think
Ceral's
we should
good
be
with
destroying
anything
those.
impulsive.
Everybody roll an Arcana check as Cyril's like talking through this process of what happened. Woe and Enyo, it makes sense. I mean, you saw when you placed it, or when he placed it in the dais, in the bowl, like how it caused these statues to seemingly animate. But Ceral, you also know that because you were right there in front of it when that like leash of lightning hits that crossbow stock, it produced this magical-looking bow on it, and perhaps it not only will amplify magic but awaken latent magic.
Yeah, I'm just saying it like takes whatever magic is like in the area and makes it like all of it at once. It's like
Ceral,
Dude,
we
it's
don't
like-
know. We don't know if those do anything else. I don't think we should.
I know, but like when we
destroying
needed
them.
it had our back. Like I'm telling you, Enyo almost died.
Yep.
It
so-
also
so does
almost
Ceral.
took us all out by burying the temple.
Wait, hold
Buried
on.
the temple,
wait,
did it?
wait.
Can
I
we?
mean, the
talk
thing just like
about
collapsed a
the
little
fact
bit.
that-
I'm sure it's fine. We could go back today. We could just like put that other stone thingy down, get that
No.
magical bow, sell
No.
it for some money. I'll get rich.
Can we talk about the fact that someone is following us around and killing people around us as they watch us?
Would love to.
And
no,
leaving
it was
us
a coincidence.
messages?
They're not killing people.
It
around
happened
us, okay?
twice. That's not.
That's not a coincidence. Happening twice isn't a coincidence.
No, it's not around us. We're going to where the cool stuff is. I mean, we were in an ancient temple. There were giant stone thingies there.
So here
Fucking
in
magic.
Fire and Flower, this is a cool place full of ancient things and magic.
Well, I just don't
No.
understand how it relates
It's a
together.
fucking bakery.
I mean,
We're the
How
only
it re-
connection.
we. It's
No, that's what
us.
well, but is it us or is it just you? Enyo says it to Woe.
I didn't
Well-
fucking take anything.
No,
But
I understand
we
you
did.
didn't take anything.
We did take
but I'm
something.
saying,
We took
why
the
is
first
it-
Archeologist stone.
Why is
who,
it specifically
Who took the first artichoke? Who touched the first artichoke?
artichoke? Why are you calling it artichoke? Arcanines. No, here's my thing. Why is it keep happening to people that like it first happened to your cousin, which doesn't make any sense as I'm the one that first touched it. So why didn't it happen to somebody I know?
Because we're the ones who have it right now, right?
Yeah, but I had
We-
it before.
We brought
cousin
it
died.
here. We brought it.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we brought it
We
here.
did, yeah.
We had the interaction with my cousin here.
Right, but before
Yeah.
that, I was at the hotel. Why didn't whatever it is seek me out when
I-
I was resting there by myself?
Guys, you don't think? I mean, you don't think that you don't think that it's following just wherever the stone is, right? The Arcanex is, right?
Yes, of
Well,
course.
but that wouldn't make any
Of course.
sense
Those
because
things
we
are
don't
so
have
fucking
the
cool.
Arcanex
Just
when we were in the tomb. Like when those murders happened, because Sitsu, how fresh did those murders look? I mean, you know murder. Like, I mean, they looked recently, and I know I had killed Infinity recently, so it's not
Yeah,
like
but
there's
your
a lot of
family
span
has
time.
the Arcanex. We don't have it on us.
Right. So, but why did it happen there?
It's
Is it because we were
following
there
us.
before? Is it just that far
It's
yeah, it's
behind?
following us because
us.
we took the Arcanex stone, of course. Because it wants them back, and so it's going to try to use us to get them back by threatening us, by going after the people we love. So we got to go after it
It's not
first.
gone after
And we
it
need those
first.
Arcanex stones to defeat it because they're badass.
Okay. If anything, we need to.
What
go,
is it?
We need to go to Sitsu. We need to go talk to your people.
Sitsu is
no,
already.
We gotta go
staring-
see Kent
like-
and Thorn.
Sitsu is already just like staring at the door, like slowly inching towards it.
And
we
you're saying
need
that
to go see
stands up.
Kendra Thorn.
And
Why do we
Enyo,
need to
do you
go
have
see
one of those
Kendra
big
Thorn?
Arcanect stones?
Because
Enyo,
they
do you
have
one of those
fucking
Arcanect stones?
Lyle.
What does it matter if they have Lyle? Lyle's safer within their protection than he is with us.
Whoa, you have to consider. He might have done that to the two on the flagpole. I'm not saying he might have wanted.
Wait. What?
But he
Wait.
might have.
You saying
made-
Lyle killed those two?
No, it was the fucking Birdman.
Whatever the force is, it might have made Lyle do that.
No.
Well, what about the apprentice?
Are
kid?
you on drugs too? Oh my god, is everybody here on drugs?
No, we're not on.
No,
drugs.
we just ran out.
And by the way, that's what
Speaking of
saved our
which-
lives in the first place. Me and Cyril,
Yeah,
that's the only
seriously.
reason we got out. Thanks to you.
Okay, two
The
things.
drugs are cool.
Enyo,
Drugs
seriously,
are
do you have
so
one of those
cool.
Arcanect stones? And I'm gonna get more
No.
drugs just in case, just for safety's sake.
C2
Just for
and Woe
safety's
have
sake.
the Arcanect stones, and the real original Arcanect
I thought you had
stones-
some of them.
No, I don't
You
have any
found
more
like
of them.
50 of them yesterday.
We had like 5 of them, and you used one of them, and there's one that was still in the ground when we left, and the rest are with these two. So no, I don't have them. The only one that I have access
one.
to technically is the one
Just
that
one, just one. I'll
Leishofine
hold on. I
has.
won't use it unless you tell me to.
You need to ask C2 or Woe for one.
Just one, just in case. I'll only use it to back you guys up. I mean, what if you guys need healed? I might need a little extra help just to that healing spell.
We need to just decide where we're gonna go, and I honestly think we need to go to Leishofine, because if C2's right, whatever is tracking this and is telling us
No. Absolutely not.
Oh, and why
I am
not?
so tired of this bullshit. You guys are ruining everything in my life. And then you're telling me, oh no, we're not going to fix it today. We just killed someone yesterday. I ruined your life. I got your boyfriend locked up. But we're going to just go talk to their family first.
Sitsu goes and opens the door. You guys go talk to Kendra. I'll see you tonight. And she leaves to
Here,
go
wait,
find
C2, before you go, can I just get just one stone?
C2,
Just
there's
in
somebody
case.
at the door.
You see, like
Or
with his hand
actually-
raised, ready to knock, is Eridad. Says, hello. Is Woe here?
Wow, did you show up at the exact wrong time, Aiden?
What the fuck do you want?
Everybody's looking for you guys.
No shit.
Yeah, I'll be right back. And C2 leaves.
He steps aside. C2, where are you heading?
Heading to the warehouse in Riverside to go check on Leishofine that have the Arcanects.
So we'll come back to you in just a moment. We'll just leave you on the map so you can still see stuff. But Eridan, he says, "Can I come in?"
Mm-hmm. Well, no, don't ask me. Ask Woe. It's her place.
What?
And then you sits back down.
I think police are like vampires. They only have powers if you invite them in.
Possibilities there, Cyril. Possibilities right there.
He says, So is it true that you were at the Archaeology Guild last night?
Maybe. Why? He's asking.
Well, that's what like people are saying. You guys, they said there was like a bunch of people with Lyle. It's all fucky. But the chief wants to talk to you, not Kendra, the chief. And I just I've been looking like all morning, and this is my third time coming back here, and
Do you know why the chief wants to talk to us?
Wait,
I think she just wants information.
She wants our point of view for what happened, I'm guessing.
That's. I mean, what else could she want?
Wonderful. Is I know I just forgot her name.
can I insight check him to see if, if this is trap?
What's the name of the person that Woe wants to go see again? My brain isn't working.
Kendra Horn.
Yeah. Is Kendra Horn available? Were we to go there, or would you be able to let her know we'd like to speak with her after we speak to the captain?
Yeah, I can do that. And Ceral, as you look, like he's always like has this weird nervous energy to him. and you're not sure if it's just Woe because he feels like he's like important in this moment, but yeah. It says, can we go now?
Yeah, that's apparently where we were headed anyways, right, Wo?
Yep.
All right, lead the way,
Printing
Irden.
press along the way.
Irden starts running out. And realizing you guys aren't running after him, he's like, oh, okay, yeah, we can walk.
Mm-hmm. Walking would be good, buddy. Walking would be good.
We'll come back to you guys in a moment. Sitsu, as you... We'll just switch over to our theater screen here. Sitsu, as you make your way through... you're not terribly far from Riverside, being in the square now. As you cross over, you see that there is a lot of activity going around, but and you just are... Make a perception check, I guess. You're kind of on high alert here. You catch like the snippet of a conversation, just, like blood on
On the walls, you said?
the wall.
Two just starts like moving faster. She's like bumping into people a little bit, not doing exactly doing a great job of avoiding everyone.
And people are like turning, like, and then looking down and like, oh, cool. But they're already in the rear view. And you get to the Le Chauffin house. You see that in the vicinity is, as is often the case, there's always like one or two people outside, not like conspicuously out in front, but just casually off in a bench, 50 feet away.
Do I see someone I recognize?
Yeah, this is a person you maybe don't know like super well, not someone you've spent like a ton of time with, but you at least know them by name. This is Lyrica.
A member of Le Chauffin?
Yeah.
From like 60 feet away, whatever the distance is for silent speech, Sitsu would just talk to her and say, "Is the house safe?"
Yeah? Should it not be?
I just had to check. And Sitsu's going to go around to the back entrance of the warehouse and get in.
Yeah, you slip inside, you see that there are a handful of your brothers and sisters milling about. People greet you as you come in. Oh,
Everything
Sitsu!
looks normal.
What's that?
Everything looks normal.
Yeah, it's the same vibe that it normally is. You still being the new initiate, people are still kind of elbowing you and giving you high fives and pats on the back. Are you ready for round two, partying?
Has anyone seen the mayor anywhere?
Was she? They kind of stormed out kind of early in the morning. Something went down over at the Mariners League last night.
The statue or whatever it was.
Well, not the statue. No, the league is not far from the Martyria Eternal, but yeah. I guess they found some people dead.
At the Mariners League?
Yeah.
Wait. The Mariners League is nowhere near where we were last night. Who did they find dead?
I think just a couple of Mariners. But clearly not an accident, I don't know. I don't have any details, but I think that's maybe what Le Maire was going to check out.
And she's still gone.
Yeah, I mean, you know how things go.
I have to go. I'm sorry. And C2 starts heading towards the Mariners League.
Okay. The three of you, we'll stick in Riverside for the moment. C2, you head over. You know from your time here in Riverside that the Mariners League is situated here on the river. They've got their main building, which is a grounded ship that they have just set up their operations in. And you know that there's like always people milling about, dock workers and so forth, but there has like a perimeter that has been set up by mariners. They wear a sort of like a dark aqua green as like their like typical color, as well as some gold, and they are not letting anybody near this like central office building.
Can I see it? Like, can I see the building?
Yeah. I mean, it's a ship, so it's not difficult to see.
Do I see any signs of blood on the walls at all?
You roll a perception check. You don't see blood, but you can see on like the hull of the ship, right next to like where the doors that they've fashioned are, is a spot that looks like it is like scrubbed more recently than the others. Like maybe they scrubbed it a little bit hard.
Is there like a crowd around the mariners that are making this perimeter?
No, this is the mariners themselves. They've set up just like they're just not letting people.
But like, are there other people
Oh.
like milling about, like sort of like gawking?
Yeah, every now and people will look, and you hear whispers of like people like speculating on what happened.
I want to go to the closest like cafe or tavern.
Then we'll come back to you. You easily find a place to dip into, but the rest of you head back to Guild Central, into the Knights Hall. You are directed, once the receptionist opens the door for you, back through the snaking hallways, past tons of closed doors. You go past Kendra Horn's office, and you are stationed outside of the Chief Knight's office, Vindra Okopen. You hear shouting coming from inside. It sounds like a woman's voice, just one, but it's muffled enough that you can't quite make out the words of what's being said. Airdan's just kind of like awkwardly waiting there. So what's up, I guess? All right, well, still on for tonight?
Oh god. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
12:30, right? You
5
said.
weeks ago.
Yep.
All right, cool.
Yep.
And he runs off.
Fuck.
Hey, so I'd love to talk about your sex life, but right now we should probably strategize. What do we want to tell them?
Well, we don't know what they want yet.
Don't volunteer.
No,
And
Sarah,
what
you
do
don't volunteer any information until we understand what they're actually looking for.
And what they know.
Did
what
you
they
bring
know.
a murder weapon out?
Will
With
you
you?
not?
Cyril, will you just mum's the word? Zip it? Okay?
We don't talk about anything.
Is
Well, it stays in
is
PP
the
Club.
exit clear? Like, could Cyril
Stays in
leave?
PP Club?
What's that, Cyril?
Could Cyril leave?
Do you want to leave? There's no one keeping you here.
Yeah,
Excuse-
Cyril's gonna leave.
Where you going?
He's gonna
Is he
go
panicking?
looking for a printing press, but he's
Oh my
realizes he is not qualified to be in this room because he's gonna get himself in trouble, and he's actually
Okay.
learning from his past mistakes. He's out.
sweating a little bit.
Sitsu, or not Sitsu, Cyril,
I
you...
mean, he's coming down off a night of getting high on straight chrono and all that. He's feeling paranoid. He's out.
Enyo and Woe are just standing in the hallway across
And
from each other, not
as-
saying anything.
Oh, awkwardly.
And Enyo just kind of like is looking around, and then she goes, "Look," and
Nope.
she looks straight.
Cyril's
at
out. He's looking for a printing press to do his thing.
Perfect.
I'm
We'll come back to you, Ceral, in a moment.
Enyo looks
Yeah,
directly
no-
at
no
Woe and
rush.
she just says, "I'm sorry." That's all she says. And then she just waits a second. She goes, "I was very impulsive. Not normally how I behave. I apologize for the strain that's put on you." And then she just leans back against the wall and doesn't say anything else.
I might have some understanding of impulsive behavior.
Well, at
But I'm
least
still upset.
You have a right to
So-
be. So I'm not gonna expect forgiveness
But
or stop you
thank
from being
you.
upset. I just wanted to let you know that I was sorry for being that way recently.
Okay, I think we've all, probably killed people without meaning to.
Usually I have very good intent behind certain things. That was not one of them. I must say it was definitely not a finer moment. But I will write down in my notes of my life. And it just kind of smirks to herself, thinking about how stupid she was the other night. Because she really, So yeah, let's just, if you want to get him out, we'll get him out. I'll help any way I can.
Yeah, we just gotta get tiny hands on him, maybe. If we can.
And Enyo kind of cocks her head and does she mean, you mean your tiny hands? And she wiggles her fingers in Woe's direction.
I mean, littler hands.
Even littler
s-
hands.
Suddenly, the door bursts open as if it's like been kicked open, and a woman, she's middle-aged, comes huffing through, moves past the two of you. She is wearing very fine navy blue robes. She has a noticeable scar on the left side of her face that covers the majority of it. She looks to be blind in her left eye, and she's just kind of muttering as she goes, but pays you all no minds as she goes. And then a moment later, you see a orc woman approaches the door that is still kind of swinging. She says, "Whoa, Enyo, where are your friends?"
One of our friends had to handle a personal family issue and is not able to be here right now. And the other was just here, but seems to have wandered off and didn't really
He
give us
needed
an
the bathroom
explanation
or
why.
something.
Most likely. He's got a sensitive bladder.
He has a tummy issue, I think.
Yeah, and he's been chugging some drinks recently. We're not really sure what he had to eat last night, so I'm not sure if he's got stomach, food poisoning type stuff going on. So
He
is
did
it all right?
Smell. Yeah.
Well,
Is
it is
just the two of
most
us?
disappointing. I will have to reprimand young Erdan. I gave him very explicit instructions. But two is better than none, so please follow me. And she guides you into her office. And closes the door behind. You see that, like Kendra's, it is very plain, very neat, meticulous. There are a couple of chairs in front of her desk. She sits down. She says, I do apologize for the outburst that I'm sure that you heard. Master Broodstone is none too pleased with the proceedings of last night, and I must say I'm not myself. But anyway, I am Chief Knight Vindra Okop, and it's a pleasure to finally make your acquaintance. Enyo, you are from originally Riverside, yes?
Yeah. Mariners League area, originally.
And your parents both deceased, correct?
Correct.
My heart goes out to you. It can't have been easy to be on your own like that. I should know. My parents were taken in a fire when I was 6. How is it, if you don't mind me asking, past?
It was tough. I was able, though, and blessed to make some good friends. And, you know, a couple of fruit people were able to help me and keep me fed enough to where I was able to learn a decent trade and make a small name. So far things have not been the worst that they could be, and I'm better off than many of the other younger ones running around today.
What is it that they did for a profession?
Sold fruit?
Oh, your parents?
Oh, no, my parents. No, they were part of the Mariners League. Mama mostly stayed home. Father was in contact with, you know, the head mariner, and often would do business with them and work deals and went out on ships and come home and came back. Normal sailor, you would say, almost.
Good jobs if you can get them.
Oh, yes. Very good job.
And Woe, your parents, they own a bakery in the square, aye?
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, now I understand there's been an outbreak of the Black Sick. Terrible. You know, one's first fear, of course, is dead, but the second is for their contacts, for those they could have unknowingly infected before their symptoms manifested.
Yeah.
Now, do you believe that it would be prudent for me to arrange an investigative team from the Mercantile Union to thoroughly assess the premises?
I don't think that's necessary. My parents are pretty astute with monitoring their sicknesses.
I would be more than happy to make the arrangement.
As soon as my mom even felt like, you know, the slightest tingle, they shut down before they even got sick. So I think it would probably just be fine as is.
Well, I wish her a speedy recovery.
And you really wouldn't want to, like, impact their business too much by doing too much work around it. It's already going to be impacted pretty negatively as is.
Certainly. Now, I feel like I know you a little bit about each of you. You know the tiniest bit about me, but for this friendly banter aside, there is business that I would like to discuss with you. I guess I'd like to begin with a question. What exactly is the nature of your association with Lyle Desirous?
Enyo looks at Woe. I mean, we briefly went to him to ask about the Archaeological Guild. That's as far as I know him.
We might have gone on a date or two in the past.
Oh, I see. This makes some sense. Now, I'm sure it will be no surprise for you to hear that Mr. Desirous was remanded to the custody of the Great Keep. They intercepted him en route to Knight's Hall. And that's why you're here, to hopefully shed some light on what's happened, because I've heard it from several witnesses that you lot were seen that night with Mr. Desirous, and I just want to try to understand what it is that happened. So any information you can share, I would greatly appreciate.
We were happy to assist in any way we can, Chief Knight. We definitely want to provide you with any and all information that would be best in resolving the situation.
What exactly was Lyle taken for?
He was originally taken into custody, suspect of murder. I mean, covered in the blood of a dead woman. Her corpse was still warm beside him. Then there was, of course, the matter of his alleged disagreements, fights even, with another individual who passed, as well as his own boss.
Really? His boss has passed? I was not aware of anything of the sort. And you said another individual. What did this individual look like?
A young man named Icarus, an elf with the guild.
Name
Pale
of the
skin,
build.
light hair.
Surely you wouldn't assume someone as intelligent as Lyle would be so stupid to blatantly and openly murder someone he had a disagreement with just hours before.
I've seen all manner of things happen in the heat of passion. That's ultimately why I asked you, because I was not there. I do not know. And my job, when I joined the Force, I swore an oath, a sacred oath to protect this city and its people, to ultimately to get to the truth. And to do that, one must listen, one must watch, gather all the facts, the perspectives which you possess, to piece the puzzle that the darkness would obscure. And in this, I will say you've been helpful, but I would like if you could just walk me through what it is you were doing last night at the guild, what you saw that might help me better understand. I do have a meeting later this afternoon with the Heptarchy, and they're demanding information, answers.
Okay. Well, Woe and I can definitely walk you through our evening and the time we spent at the Archaeological Guild, if that would help.
Oh, that would be most helpful.
All right. Well, let's start off with, and we'll fill in when you feel necessary. We arrived at the Archaeological Guild to ask Lyle about a couple of magical artifacts that had come up in some reading we'd done, and found him there engaged with, I think it's the gentleman you spoke of, a blonde elf type.
Yes.
Having a disagreement. We weren't really sure what the disagreement was about, to be honest. There were words exchanged, a glove flew in someone's face, and then it seemed to clear up, and we approached Lyle to speak about the information we were looking to obtain, and he wasn't really willing to give up the information. In fact, he was very much willing to bargain and barter for it. He wanted our assistance with some discovery that they had made and that seemed to be slipping through his fingers, which he alluded
Did
to
you
their whole reason
provide said assistance?
Not initially, no. We were trying to receive the information we get, and we did have a prior engagement, so we opened to talk and discussion and came to a decision that if they were patient, we would try to come back to assist. And so we went to our dinner evening arrangement and did return. And the original arrangement was that he would pay us to be, I want to say bodyguards might be the best term, as they were delving into a newly opened section of the ruins. Does that sound right, Woe?
That's what I'm sure anyone else in the guild could assure you of, is that what...
And that all checks out.
Mm-hmm.
I guess my question is, at what point did Mr. Desirous commit the murder of Affinity, his, by all accounts, girlfriend?
I mean, there were quite a few dangerous instances down there while we were there.
Multiple traps.
I don't know if anyone has been back down since we left, but there were these spinning blades that were spinning around, and they were quite precarious. I mean, we had some rest, but we're still a little beaten up from the endeavor, and there were moments that our entire group was split apart, so I don't know exactly what could have happened, but
I will say
I
they were
don't think
pits.
it would be murder.
Roll deception check with advantage, since you're not speaking totally untruthfully. You're just leaving out the obvious. She listens to all of this. She says, well, we will have to send some knights into the site and see what they can uncover. I want to thank you again. I appreciate your assistance and the information that you have provided. I do believe that we are quite close to apprehending those responsible for these attacks, and when we do, I can guarantee you, you lot will be rewarded for the service that you provided this city, so thank you. Like I said, I do have a meeting that I must attend, but
Of course. Please,
I don't mean to be rude, but ultimately, this is my way of saying you are dismissed. I appreciate your service.
Of course, Chief Knight. Please have Aridin reach out to us if, you know, there's anything else we can assist with, or any other matters that might come up where you need someone to just investigate that's, you know, not truly connected to the Knights. We are happy to provide any additional information we can from any other issues as we are continuing to work together ourselves as a group.
If you do need anything else, I do believe that Deputy Chief Horn is available.
Wonderful. Yeah, we were going to see if we could stop in and have a moment of her time.
And she moves to kind of usher you out of her office. And closes the door and locks it behind her.
Yep. Have a good meeting with the Heptarchy.
Aye. And she moves with purpose down the hall. Would we like to take another break at this point?
Yep. I'm going to take a quick break on the hour. Okay.
All right. Ceral, you make your way out of the Knights Hall, and you see that there's a handful of people that are kind of gathered around. You see, like, books and people writing in them, just kind of like staring at the Knights Hall. They're like trying to stop people as they enter and exit. And a halfling woman, blonde hair, big eyes magnified by her glasses, comes up to you as you're exiting and says, excuse me there, what are you doing in there? What's going on in there? What can you tell us about what happened last night?
Oh, You were worried about us?
Oh no.
You got TMZ on Ceral now.
Shit.
It's all fucked.
It's all screwed up now if he's not careful.
Which part? Because I hear something really, really amazing, super cool went down at the Obsidian Obelisk, but I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Tell us about that. What can you say to the readers at home? This is, of course, the Daily Gospel.
Yeah. So there was a knight, what's his name? Alaric, Ethsed, yeah, he's one of the younger knights. I think it's Alaric. I hear some crazy stuff went down. There were demons, bird people, couple of stone giants. Freaking crazy, man.
Stone giants, but interesting. And you don't know anything about what happened in the outside of the city, or what happened north of the river? Oh, in the ruins. Oh. Apparently, there was murder.
Oh, yeah! No, that was no big thing. It was more of a human sacrifice event, but like, you know, not like design. Yeah. Okay, so there's this death cult, but like they weren't completely involved. But yeah. So anyway, this knight, Alaric, yeah, he's the one who was, I think, leading the event, the thing, and yeah, he knows all about it. I'm not saying it's like a secret, but I don't think everyone's supposed to know. But yeah, no, it was yeah, they sacrificed some bitch. They cut her head off. It's terrifying.
She's just like frantically writing everything you're saying.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it directly, but I have it on good authority that she deserved it.
Can I get a name for who are you? Who should I credit as the hero who broke the story to the people?
Oh no! I'm no hero. You can call me Zero.
Zero. Oh, interesting. Well, yes. Zero. I'll be frank with you. This
it's my pen name. Yeah.
Oh, your nom de plume. This is, quite frankly, the best story that I've had in quite some time. So, I'm going to give you this, and she gives you a little business card. It says Ursula de Greer, the Daily Gospel, and she says, if you ever have any more stories to tell, then you come find me.
I sure do. Wait, do you like to print for your newspaper, or like, because I'm looking to put some stories out, but...
Well, what kind of stories do you...
A name.
What kind of stories do you have? Okay,
so, between you and me, they're all true, but I had to change the names. Is that okay? Is that something you guys deal with?
Oh, yes. Now, is this is all true stories, you said?
Absolutely, every word.
Well now. And are you looking? I'm trying to figure out what this is. Is this a recurring zero zone, something like that in the paper? I could see that now. That would work wonderfully.
The zero zone. Yes, I've been looking for a name to write under, but yes, I'm thinking the zero zone would be great. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you could meet me where we could discuss this a bit further. Get some of those scoops out of you. We could see if this really has any legs. But I'd love to get your name out there, kid.
All right, let's do it.
Are you free for dinner this evening?
I just freed up.
Perfect. Then Let's see. There's a lovely restaurant, My Devise. That's where is that? It's in Clearview. It's not the greatest location, but the food is exquisite. Do you like My Devise food?
Yeah, I love it.
You look like a man who can handle the spice.
Yeah. Not that it matters. I mean, but are you buying?
Oh, of course.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We'll write it off as a business expense.
Yes, I'm into it.
Excellent. Well,
last thing.
8 o'clock, 9.
Yeah, 8 o'clock's perfect.
Excellent.
Do I get paid for this?
Well, of course, it would be a source of. It would consider you a freelancer at first, but we might be able to bring you on full time as a staff member.
I'm fine with freelancing. Okay, because I've got a couple of these now, about 4, for issues of actual stories, things that happened here, and if you ask the right questions, they'll be able to verify everything that I'm going to show you.
Excellent. Well, depending on what you share with me this evening, we can talk about compensation.
8 o'clock, Mini G's food.
Yes. And she shakes your hand and goes running away to chase down someone else.
My hand is a little sweaty with excitement.
Yeah, Cyril's got a business date. All right.
It's professional, it's not sexual, but yeah, he's super excited.
Sitsu, back in Riverside, you slip into a cafe. It's relatively busy. People are, sipping on hot brown, as it were, and paying, mind until you go and order anything. But plenty of people to blend in with. What are you doing, Sitsu?
We're going to very nonchalantly grab like a coffee and then sort of sit somewhere against a wall and see if anybody is gossiping about what happened at the Mariners League.
Absolutely. Like, that's the talk of Riverside this morning, or afternoon, I guess. And you are able to, there's a couple right next to you that are very animated as they're swapping theories. So I think it's gotta be, I don't know, could it be the Knights? Are the Knights doing this? Are they, killing people, outside of the law? No, I don't think it's not the Knights, babe. We gotta trust that the cops are here to do the right thing. It's probably they're beefing with another guild, maybe it's the Mercantile Union, they're not paying, I don't know. But it's whatever it is, it's riveting. And they're not adding any details that you haven't already kind of pieced together for yourself. You continue to listen, but it's kind of more of the same, that clearly there was an attack, 2 people died. You do hear someone mention that there was some message or something about blood on the wall, but no, you're not able to pick up any details beside that.
Okay. Would having grown up in Riverside and with the historically decent relationship between Les Chauffines and the dock workers, is there a tradie bar where the Mariners sort of are known to hang out?
I mean, there's a variety that they would frequent here in Riverside. So if you're looking for one of those, you would certainly be able to find it.
I'm hoping to find at least a familiar face amongst them. Trying to find someone.
Yeah, sure. So you head to a nearby spot, the Red Lion, which is also where where Enyo murdered a man. But downstairs there are.
That's getting no press.
Yeah. A variety of mariners. They're dressed in their green and gold, and they're very subdued. It looks like as they're kind of quietly huddled over a table with drinks and food in front of them.
Is the table with, I don't know, I guess one of a group of them that I might possibly know? Are there 5 or 6 at the table or something?
Is there someone?
Or is it there's 20 of them in a big group, or is it
it's 4 people.
Okay.
And let's roll just a straight up luck check here to see if you have a personal connection with any of them. We'll say 10 or better, and yes.
Nice.
10 is all it took. You recognize a woman named Festa. She's maybe 40 years old, half dwarf, half human, pretty haggard, and she hasn't spotted you because she's deep in this hushed conversation.
Sitsu goes up to the bar and gets a round of shots for the 4 of them and one for herself.
Okay.
I don't know. A gold, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not worried about that.
And is going to carry them over to the table. I know she knows she's interrupting their hushed conversation, but she carries them over like on a tray, sets them down on the table between Festa and whoever's to her right. Yeah.
They don't see anybody, and then look down, and Festa sees you, and she says, "Sitsu?
I've heard you guys have had a tough day."
Well, what are you doing here, you scamp? Yeah, it's a tough day.
I'm old enough to drink. Just because
Are
I'm
you?
small.
Are you? Are
Yes.
you? Oh,
You're not that much taller than me.
I guess I don't know how old you are. Is that racist that I don't know how, like, halflings and
Sitsu claps her hand on her and is like, you know what? It's okay because I don't know how old you are either, Festa.
52 next year,
Hey, that's impressive.
so 51.
Cheers to 51. And Sitsu
Yeah.
kind of holds the glasses out to them.
And they gladly take them and kind of just do a silent cheer and slam them back.
There's a decent little pause before Sitsu's gonna say anything. So are you guys all okay?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we're fine, but Quinn lost a brother last night. We all lost a brother, but he lost a literal brother.
As the other brother. Is she saying this and gesturing as if Quinn is at the table, or?
Yeah, she's pointing to the person across from her. And you see that the person next to her, he goes and says, who is this runt? Should we just sharing anything with an outsider? She says, it's just Sitsu. She ain't half bad. Plus, people should know. People should know what happened, so they watch their backs.
If something is happening in Riverside, people should be able to defend themselves. Sitsu's encouraging her now.
Yeah. See, she gets it.
Talk. We wouldn't want to lose any others.
Yeah, nope. That's why if everybody's on kind of high alert, got the guard up. 2 people, just plucked up. Don't know when, don't know how, and dead. Tied to an anchor, bottom of the river.
That sounds like a terrible way to go.
Yeah. It's sick. Taunting. Said they mutilated the bodies.
Mutilated how? I feel like an anchor is enough, right?
Cutting weird symbols into them or something. And you see the man that she identified as Quinn gets up at this and just walks out.
I'm sure it's not easy for him.
Yeah. Not easy for any of us, but him for sure. You been good? You staying safe?
Yeah, yes. I just wanted to make sure you guys were okay,
Yeah.
I mean, we all heard some rumble, but...
Yeah.
2 bodies on an anchor? That's... You
Just
ever
watch your
heard
back.
of such a thing?
Wow.
Like, what kind
would
of
do that?
crazy person? They didn't... Nobody saw them? They didn't...
No. I mean, it's middle of the goddamn night. Didn't even find them right away. There was someone wrote something on the hull of the ship. I didn't see what they'd already,
More taunting?
probably, but it was, I guess it was cryptic or ominous or something. Well,
Why would...
I don't know. We've been nothing but good to this city. This city would be dead without us.
I don't think anyone in the city would do that. It'd be crazy. Everyone knows that you're what keeps us going.
Thank you for saying that. It's nice to hear that someone outside of the league gets it. I knew you were one of the good ones.
Sitsu will stay and she'll give them another round of drinks. She'll stay for like 20 more minutes-ish.
Okay.
As she's like preparing to leave, she I can't figure out how to bring this up, I guess. Sitsu like finishes her last drink and like puts her cup down. It's like, I mean, I guess I better go check on my people now too.
Yeah. Gotta.
Haven't seen any of them lying around, so at least that's good. She's like prying. She's kind of prying to see if any of them have seen one of Les Mères. But
I see.
He showed up at the league this morning or something.
I don't know if they would like know that your like direct affiliation with. I don't know if.
I mean, we all wear fairly similar clothing.
Yeah, sure. Do you advertise like, hey, we're all part of the the same team?
Not blatantly, but
okay. I would say someone would know that, but these people
guys.
wouldn't. Yeah.
Sitsu's gonna finish her drink and then head back towards the Mariners League to try and see if she can find out some more about what the wall said.
Okay. I'm just gonna like full transparency here. You're not gonna be able to find any more from here. Like there is a source of information, but I don't want to like keep us apart for longer than we need to be.
After like a couple hours have passed, she's gonna go back to Les Chauffines.
Okay. And we'll come back to you then. So we are back at the Knights Hall. The chief has left. Woe and Enyo, you're out in the hall. What are you doing?
That went better than expected.
Job in there.
You as well.
You want to see if we can pop in and see Kendra?
I think we should. I think there is no reason we shouldn't go ahead and do that. And then from there, depending on the situation, we will take our way to the cells and see if we can see our dear friend.
If I'm correct, they said that they took him to the Grey Keep.
Did they already say they took him to the Great Keep? I wasn't sure. Okay.
Right, Nick?
Mm-hmm.
They said that they took him to the Great
Yeah, I
Keep.
said that they were intercepted before they arrived at the
They went in.
Knights Hall.
Okay. All right. Well, let's go talk to Thorn. And what exactly did you want to talk to Thorn about? Because
I wanted to talk about that situation.
How can I help though? Because I'm going to be honest. You're going to have to lead because I don't know what you wanted to gain out of this conversation.
The fact that he's not here is like makes this conversation harder. But I think we need to loop her in anyways, because I think this is what happened at the guild is most likely connected to what happened at Misty's.
The 2 murders on the flagpole. That's what you're referring to, right? Just making
Mhm.
sure. Okay, I'm gonna let you lead. Just let me know what you need from me on this, or just bring me in when you want me to add anything. Let's go talk to Thorn.
Yeah.
We'll walk our way over to where her office is.
You see that outside of her office is Kendra, and she is talking with two individuals. You, Enyo, recognize one of them. He is
Oh.
an older gentleman, looks to be Triton based on the color of his skin, and certainly he's got like these sort of almost like fish-like structures on his cheeks, like bright aqua blue hair and a mustache. This is Kivas Rainier, Master of the Mariners League and Master on the Heptarchy. There is also a individual that's both of you roll a history check just to see like how aware are you of the politics of the city.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm not very well.
Woe, you see, you recognize this perhaps because he, like you, has horns. They are large, thick, spiraling white horns. This is Seraphis Embra. He is one of the beacons that sits on the Heptarchy. He is a representative of the House of Ulfinius, and he has the blaze fire eyes of an Aasimar, but clearly tiefling heritage as well. And the three of them are just in conversation. And as they see you approach, they kind of turn and just you see that Kivas and Seraphis kind of nod and bow at Kendra and then leave. And Horn
Was
sees
any
you
of
and
that
says,
conversation that we could have overheard, or
roll a perception check. We'll do that retroactively.
We're doing
It was
great.
you caught just like Kendra saying, "We'll get to the bottom of it," and as you approach, she nods at you and says, "Enyo, whoa, I haven't seen you in a little while. Just hoping that everything's okay. You met with the chief.
yes, we did.
Excellent. Did you want to talk?
If you have a moment.
Are your friends okay?
Yeah, they're just not here right now.
They're working on a
Okay.
few other things, and Ceral had an upset stomach, so he actually left us a moment ago before we talked to the captain. So hopefully we'll catch up with him when he feels better.
Yeah, let's talk." And she leads you into her office and closes the door behind you.
I'm looking through my notes and I'm trying to discern when the first murder occurred with my cousin. That happened after we came back from our meeting with
Yes.
Thorn, right? Okay. Just making sure. So she doesn't know about that one yet.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. All right. We'll go in, sit down, or stand, whichever.
Okay.
So you know about what happened at the guild, right?
Yes, and it mirrors what happened at the Mariners League, hence Master Rainier's presence.
What happened at the Mariners League?
Well, similarly, there was a double homicide. Or I guess it sounds like there was a triple homicide at the guild, but two dead, left in almost like a tableau of sorts. They had symbols carved over their eyes, and a message was left in blood.
What was that
It was-
message, if you don't mind sharing that?
Did you see a message left at the Archaeology Guild?
Yes.
Well, what did that say?
Remember what you took.
And this is remember what you returned. So, a lot happened last night. Any insights?
It wasn't just last night.
What do you mean?
It was the night before as well.
Can you elaborate?
We think whatever is happening started at Misty's, obviously.
Okay.
And we think it's just obviously not just following us, but we're witnessing it. There was another murder night before. Reverie. My cousin, I'm sure you're familiar with him at this point.
Certainly.
Murdered in the same fashion.
Symbols over the eyes?
Yep.
Message in blood?
Yep.
And what did this message say?
Remember the bond of blood.
She writes this down, all of this information.
So that's 3 incidents of remembrance that whatever this is seems to be sending, because we weren't aware of the Mariners League until now.
Interesting. That's not all that happened last night.
There's more.
Oh?
Something different. Erdan passed a message along to Ceral to stay away from the Obsidian Street monument. That was at the direction of Chief Okopen, and curiosity got the better of me. I went last night. There was a meeting of sorts.
Okay.
Okopen and a representative of the Syndicate and the Reapers. It seems like Okopen was trying to mediate a ceasefire of some sort, but they were interrupted.
Like,
The Order of the Nightbirds attacked. Do you know about the Order?
do I know about the Order? I don't think so. That doesn't sound
I
familiar.
have it written down.
That doesn't sound familiar to me.
We talked about it last time.
The only time that has come up is the last time you
Last time we
left.
Yeah.
You saw on like a conspiracy theorist corkboard was that phrase, Order of the Nightbird, with like some hand sketches and
Right.
just like yarn connecting it all.
Wait, wasn't that
Here in her office.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I was gonna say that was in her office, wasn't it? Okay. Okay.
Noticed it. Yeah.
No, we don't. I mean, we don't know much, if anything, about that particular group.
Well, they are a group of terrorists, vigilantes, whatever you want to call them. Two of them descended and ambushed the meeting. Brian Esane and Cashel Runecleave were both severely wounded in the attack. I managed to help Okopen escape, and she only suffered minor injuries, but it could have been devastating. Can you tell me one thing?
Mm-hmm.
And can you look me in the eye? Do you know anything about what happened on Obsidian Street last night?
On Obsidian
No
Street
idea.
specifically? No. We were nowhere near Obsidian
We
Street.
steered clear.
We steered clear as requested, even though a few of us seemed to want to go investigate. We made sure that that was not our priority the other night.
She nods her head and she says, okay. Is there anything else, any other information that you would like to share?
Just that the information about what happened at the guilds, Lyle had nothing to do with that. I don't
Nothing
know
to do with it?
what strings you could pull, but he's innocent, if not guilty of trusting the wrong people.
If I couldn't pull strings for Misty, what makes you believe that I could pull them for someone caught literally red-handed?
So Woe isn't really looking for strings per se. I mean, she wanted to make sure you knew that he was innocent for your records. But again, is he in the same place Misty is, or is there any chance that we could speak with him for just a moment?
To my knowledge, he was intercepted by the agents of Amanul and taken to the Great Keep.
Of course. Of course he was. Okay. So he's in the Great Keep. Gotcha. But to reiterate, he was and is innocent. So, just for your records.
Let's hope that those that wield the power agree.
You know when he or Misty will be put on trial for anything? Is that changed at all?
If I could divine the intentions or the actions on the agents of Amun Keep and the decisions of the Heptarchy, then, just make me the Mediarch already.
Well, that's fair. We just wanted to see if you had heard anything new on your end.
And she goes, begins to say something, and then she just closes her mouth.
What is it?
Ooh.
There's one thing. I don't even know if I should be telling this, but for some reason, I trust you. Chief Okopen has instructed me to investigate you, Ceral, and Sitsu.
Hold on. Are you referring to Enyo, Ceral and Sitsu, or Woe, Ceral and Sitsu? Because there's both of us here.
Four of you.
All four of us. Okay.
Mm-hmm. For what reason?
For the fact of your association with now, it sounds, she counts off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 murders. 8 murders. No, 7 murders.
Okay. So wait. Your cousin, Reverie. Just trying to get this clear. Misty. And Alistair, I'm guessing, is one of them?
Well, I hope
Misty didn't get
Misty's still alive.
Well, Misty's still
Alistair
alive, but
Sane.
the death of Alistair Sane that's wrapped up in
Reverie.
Misty.
The 3 archaeologists and the 2 mariners.
Even though we
7.
were never near the Mariners Guild whatsoever last night.
I asked you if there was anything else you would like to tell me about last night, and you failed to mention the fact that you were in Riverside late last night.
Well, we thought you were talking about what happened at the guild.
Agreed.
I'm sorry. To be fair, we were out till like 4 a.m.
That's an understatement. But
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
besides the fact
So
that even if we were in Riverside, the incident at Riverside was a short amount of time, and we immediately returned to the Archaeology Guild. We were in one place in Riverside. We never went near the Mariners League at the time, and immediately turned to the Archaeology Guild, which can be tracked.
Yeah.
So, for my peace of mind, what were you doing?
We just stopped to have a rest.
At
So
the
you-
C and I'm sorry, I always keep it wrong. The C Spray
We
Inn.
had been at that point. We had been up for 24 hours, so we went and had a short rest before we went back to the Archaeology Guild because there was no way we were going to go down there with as tired as we were.
Especially considering the whole reason we were down there was to be basically guardians, a defensive mechanism for the archaeologists delving into the dungeon/ruins.
And to be fair, I needed a little bit of time to collect my composure before we did so.
Yeah, that's
I just have to tell you that from an outsider's perspective, that seems as flimsy an excuse as I can think of. You, tired, late at night, decide you're going to trek all the way across the city to, at your own admission, rest for a very short while, only to trek all the way back across the city before entering the ruins of Ankir?
I mean, to be fair, Kendra, you're not currently paying us, so we had a room. Not like we could just get a closer room because we had more money. We went back to the room that we had.
I want to believe you.
Honestly, you know, Erdan can collaborate that story because he saw us walking there.
Didn't he see us walking back too? I feel like he might have seen us twice. Could be wrong.
I think so.
Because
He
I
saw
feel like
us
he
earlier
saw us
in the night.
Earlier,
He
He saw
did.
and then
us early in the night,
again.
and then he saw us
'Cause
again.
I feel like he warned us twice, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I guess,
We
we
wanted to avoid Obsidian Street altogether, so it's not like we're going to be anywhere closer.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just say this. I do want to believe you, but you're making it difficult. And the only reason you haven't been arrested is the only evidence against you is circumstantial. Flimsy circumstantial, just... But
I mean,
as soon as Okopen gets a reason, she's gonna take you down. So
All right. That's.
I'm telling you as, because I want to give you a fair shot.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that, and we hope you will believe us because it is the truth.
We are
at this
actively
time,
trying to help you. So.
Yeah, actively trying to figure this out ourselves because it. I mean, look at the evidence that we have right now. That's 4 locations that we've been near, and it's just makes us look suspicious in the first place. You know, it's nothing that we've done. It's just we're where it's happening, and we want this to be resolved as much as you do because this, like you said, even though it's circumstantial, it doesn't look good for really anybody right now. These murders are happening all over the city, and we just need to put a stop to it. All I can think to do is to figure out who it is and put a stop to it.
That or
Go ahead.
go back to living a normal, quiet life. Maybe you're in over your heads. Wrong place, wrong time. I hope it's that.
Well, here's a question. The Order of the Nightbirds.
Yes.
Is there... I mean, I don't know too much about them.
Nobody
But are
does.
Has anyone ever seen them? Well,
I-
obviously they had to.
I saw 2 of them last night.
They don't happen to have wings or anything.
They wear cloaks.
Hmm.
One of them was adorned with feathers, but no wings.
You don't think that they could be behind this at all?
Oh, I believe they absolutely could.
It's just a ball of confusion. I feel like we're missing a whole nother side of what's been happening, and we just can't see it. But, you know, we appreciate you giving us a heads up, and we appreciate you having a chance to speak with us. Was there anything else we wanted to discuss before we check on Ceral?
I mean, if you could maybe find the location of where in the Grey Keep they might be holding.
From my understanding, that changes periodically. You would need to have someone from the inside.
Noted.
Of course, that's completely understandable. Is there anything else you can advise on the Heptarchy and what all they are planning to do? Like, I mean, have they already decided they're going to have a trial, or are they going to be waiting for the order to find more evidence?
I was asking Beacon Embra and Master Rainier that very thing, and they were relatively tight-lipped.
How long would you think we have until the heat is under us too much?
I don't know. It depends. Are you going to be stumbling upon more bodies?
We're not trying to.
Oh, gosh.
Trust me.
I hope not. I hope not. I would rather not find any more dead bodies.
We're having friends and family as collateral damage in this, so we're not necessarily enjoying it ourselves.
Well, I guess we'll see what tonight brings.
Well, again, thank you, and if anything should change on our end or we should find anything, we will do our best to try and come inform you, or at least let Aridin know a message that we have some information.
Which he's been doing phenomenal, by the way.
Yeah, he's doing really well. Though I think Chief Knight might be a little bit upset with him because he didn't bring all of us, but... Ceral.
Yes, she seemed agitated.
It wasn't his fault.
It wasn't his fault. It was kind of the other's fault. But thank you. Is there anything
He does
else?
seem to try.
He does try. Is there anything else before we make our way to the others and stay away from any more dead bodies?
I hope the next time I see you, it's not in manacles.
Lovely. It's a lovely way to part. Thank you. And it gets up and walks to the door.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go find Ceral. Onward!
So, I don't believe you all made a plan to join back up anywhere. It doesn't take long to find Ceral outside. What has Ceral been doing after this conversation with Ursula?
I was gonna go back to the warehouse district and get some more chrono, duh.
Ceral, you got pocket full of gold to spend.
Does he? Oh, do
He
you
sure
have-
does.
Yeah.
Yep. I believe Ceral still has all of Lyle's gold.
Has money. No.
I thought
gave,
Sitsu had a lot of the gold.
yeah, I did hand off.
Oh, you gave 400 gold
Yeah.
to Sitsu.
Yeah.
But he has a chunk. I know he has a chunk.
So anyway, warehouse district, chrono.
Ceral, I mean, it. Now that you've already successfully purchased it once, it's not hard to find.
Yeah. How much is chrono? Just out of curiosity, like per dose. 5 gold per dose.
Let's see, what did I have it listed at? It's 5 gold per dose.
Yeah, I'm buying 5 doses, and Ceral, being the highly intelligent yet clumsy person he is, still has not realized that the messed up vial looks exactly like the other ones, because
Perfect.
he was just dosing them out. Yeah, so he's just putting them back in his belt,
Yeah.
which I figure can hold about 6 doses, so I've got 6
Okay.
things now, not really thinking,
Perfect. As you're making this
yeah.
transaction, how are you handling your gold here?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, we have the
you
party gold,
flashing?
which I did.
No.
get to see
Like, how
through.
is Ceral physically handling the gold?
Oh dear.
A little protective of it? He's not a complete idiot.
Okay,
He's
just
clumsy,
just
but-
making sure.
No,
The-
he's paying appropriately. He's good at math.
When you pay, the individual you're talking to, this like scraggle-toothed old man, he says, "You want to try something a little experimental?"
Long pause. What do you mean experimental?
You look like a little fancy lad, you know. You
Thank you for noticing.
they call it elixir.
Okay.
I hear it's hell of high.
I hear the first one's always free.
Well, then you're gonna have to go track down someone else.
How much is it? And how do I know it's any good?
You're just gonna have to trust me now, ain't you? He says,
Good.
you see him
Points.
produce a narrow vial. It's like this bright yellow orange liquid. He says, it's
Do
Oh,
I
no,
trust him?
I mean, you just bought a lot of chrono off of him. He says, 25 gold.
How many doses is that?
What do I look like? Dispensary is 1.
Good price. Okay, thank you. 25 gold.
And he passes you this vial of what he
Right.
called elixir, which I'll add to your inventory.
Oh, before I start playing around with the lickinger, okay, so this sounds crazy, but I'm pretty magical, and then I create an illusionary lightning bolt that I throw in my hands and kind of go back and forth with my 9 fingers. Do you have anything that is like, good for magical users? Usually, I mean, I know this stuff it's rare, but I've heard of it before.
Look in your left hand.
Yeah, it's got
That's-
4
that-
fingers. What about it?
That's what you just bought. You dumb shit.
The good stuff for the magical people.
That's what I said. You're a fancy lad. Read between the lines.
When you said fancy, never mind. All right, thank you, and I walk away a little embarrassed.
You now have 5 doses of chrono, 1 dose of frost, 1 dose of elixir, and 1 goo potion.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Man, and a date tonight for a business dinner. Cyril is feeling good.
Really glad we
Um,
didn't take you in the police station.
I'm
with us.
really, really glad.
Cyril just
Shit,
had
you
the best
carry
day.
around.
You really
Yeah,
have.
well,
We've all
everyone
had
was like,
such stressful
We
time.
almost died.
well,
Somehow
everyone's
made
like,
it out
I don't like all these
alive.
bodies piling up. Cyril is loving the attention.
Wow.
Cyril, where would you be heading after this now that you've scored?
Probably back to the bakery.
That's a fair idea. Sitsu, you head back to the Le Chauffin house, and after a little while, Lemaire returns.
Okay, what?
And she looks
Does she
tired.
Okay. Yeah. I figured. Sitsu kind of like runs over and like not runs over, like helps her like with her cloak kind of as she's coming back into the house.
It is okay. I thank you, Sitsu. I did not expect you back so soon.
I suspect we've had similarly busy nights.
Yes.
Can we talk
Of course.
Go to like a separate room somewhere.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what you were doing with the mariners today? This morning.
They were attacked last night. From the sound of it, not long after we met. Perhaps it could have even been before.
Let me guess. The bodies had M's carved in their eyes.
Yes.
Happened at the guild. And this happened in the market square.
Sitsu. What is
What was on the wall?
happening in this city? The wall, it said, remember what you returned. And what was it that you found at the bakery in the guild?
In the bakery, it said, remember the bond of blood?
Yeah. Remember the bond of
Remember
blood?
It said, remember the bond of blood. At the guild, there were 2 bodies on the flagpole. It said, remember what you took.
What you took, what you returned, the bond of blood. There will be more.
There are not many that M could stand for.
Maybe it is something arcane or ancient, or perhaps it's not. Maybe we're thinking about it wrong. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. It is certainly not Maven.
I didn't think it was. There is
This-
one other.
Doesn't ring of Malum.
There is also the city.
This is true.
What you took, what you returned. The locations of the bodies.
The square, the guild, the league. If what you're saying is true, then well, what does your hunch tell you is next?
We know that there's a heptarchy election coming soon.
Yes.
We know that magic in Martyria is older than the city itself.
Yes.
Something could be unhappy with what is going on.
There are shadows that even we do not know of, my dear, it seems. The object you gave me last night, I have had no time to do anything with it.
There were similar in the runes. And Sitsu pulls out the one like what Ceral smashed that she had one of. There
Okay.
were more. One was broken. One was left behind. I have one and my companions have one.
May I?
Of course.
And as she touches it, like you see her just kind of flinch at it. This is not the same. Not different, but not the same. You sense it, no?
It's power, but it's not like the one we saw at Misty's. One of my friends smashed it allegedly to save himself, and he says it increased his power, his spell. It made it larger, it made it stronger.
So these are conduits of magic?
Perhaps they hold different types,
Maybe.
different sources.
There is but one source of magic, my darling.
Sitsu's gonna want to stay and tell her like about the altars and the sacrifice. Like she's gonna be here for a while.
Mm-hmm. And she listens, you're digesting what you're saying. I am sorry to say that I feel I've run into the limit of what I know and what I can do for you, Sitsu. I'm sorry that in this I feel I have failed you. Perhaps this is something that needs to be addressed by or with the others.
No, I didn't expect an answer. Mama, I just... These deaths seem to... other than... Well, no. Including the guild. But other than not having known about the Mariners League, these deaths seem to have followed the Argonax. I needed to make sure it wasn't following it here.
Interesting. Do you think that my possession of it will bring anything upon this house?
I don't know. So far, other than the two at the guild, we thought it was people connected to us because we found it at Misty's.
Kasitsu, you know that I love you with all of what I am, but I will not jeopardize everything that we have built all of these years for.
No, I agree. I don't think that you should hold on to it, Maria. I don't think it should stay with Les Chauffines.
What will you do with it?
Hopefully find the one looking for it.
That I just hope is... I don't know, Sitsu. I feel at a loss.
We're still going to talk to Misty. We're still going to do what we can to figure out this source.
Rashid is coming home to Southside, more or less as we speak. Halil will inform her of your meeting. She will be ready for you.
We just have to make it to her. But I won't let this put the house at risk. It'll be safe, but it won't be good.
That is our priority, and I appreciate this. I do have one final bit of news to share, just to allay your worries. Aulin has successfully made initial contact with Fremont. And
We know
by
that
all-
the sisters work quickly. It shouldn't be long before she's in.
I will share any information that I get.
Thank you.
And she hugs you. Plants a kiss on your forehead.
Sitsu is going to leave. It's probably evening by now.
Yeah, we're like mid-afternoon at this point, for sure.
Wait,
If
just
not,
to
yeah,
confirm,
early
did
evening.
you receive the Arcanex back from her?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
she
you
would have
have
handed that over.
the ones from the ruins and the original one that we found in Misty's Tavern. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Sitsu on her way, she would go back to Fire and Flower because that's where we were last night. And I don't really think we're gonna go back to the Sea Spray tonight. But on her way, she wants to kind of meander past the Obsidian Street area to see if there's any sort of evidence from why we were told to stay away last night.
Okay. Yeah, just like heading over in that direction, you see there are a couple of knights in the general vicinity. They're not like right at the monument itself. But beyond that, you don't see any like real clear indication of what may or may not have happened. I will say, I guess, do one survival check.
Ooh, survival.
Yeah, I think that's the first one we've done. It's mostly cleaned up, but you do see there is a little bit of blood that is streaked across the cobblestones.
Okay, it's not like there's not more blood on a wall somewhere.
No. It looks like what you would expect from a fight.
Okay. Sitsu will, she sees that, she sort of takes note of that and makes her way back to Fire and Flower. Trying to avoid running into the guards because Eridan came looking for us this morning and she doesn't really want to deal with him again.
You said you're trying to run into them?
To avoid running into
to avoid running into them. Yeah. Yeah, you're able to do that, no problem. You end up back at Fire and Flower. You see Ceral is there. For Enyo and Woe, you spent a good chunk of time talking to the chief and Horn. When you exit, Ceral is nowhere to be found. What do you two do?
Well, should we?
Where would he go?
Maybe they go back. I mean,
Yeah, I guess.
is there anything we should do before we go back? This is just all ridiculous.
Mm,
You know,
you want to bust into the Great Keep?
I'd love a night's rest again before we do that, but yeah, I'm down.
We have so many reasons to go there now.
I know. I'm not gonna lie, we do. You know, whoa. Does any of those, like, bloody words mean anything to you in any way?
They wouldn't mean anything to me.
No, I mean it's all like cryptic and
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know, I just...
No.
Let's just go back to the bakery. My head is kind of running in circles right now about it, and we should tell the others what's going on and that we're under more suspicion than ever. So,
Yeah.
let's head back. So we'll head to
And
the bakery.
four of you reunite. You have a chance to catch each other up on the information that you've learned. We don't need to spend it'll take like 4 hours to roleplay that.
Hey guys. So I was out today, and I know yesterday was a little crazy, so I thought we could use a little pick me up. So I got you guys something. Okay. So Enyo, here you go. And I pull out some like black, like kind of baller hooker boots that are actually thin-soled and a little sneaky. And hey, check it out. And on the bottom, there's two little indents. Two little indents on each boot that says EN and YO. So I'm like, here, if you ever kick anyone in the face, you can leave your mark. So you can be like, I'm gonna give them the N or the Yo, because you were like so badass with their fists and all that. And I just thought it was cool.
Actually,
Hey,
kind of.
Ceral,
Hey,
that's really sweet, but now
Ceral.
everywhere she walks, everybody will know that
Yeah.
she walks somewhere.
It's backwards though. It says yo and yo. And.
Yo, yo.
Neo?
I said, yeah. Yeah, I didn't think that we can just fill that in.
You
pretty
just
easily.
walk right behind her.
No worries. I
Yeah,
will treasure.
you see, you always walk single file to hide their numbers. Sitsu, I also saw this really cool hat that I thought was you, and it's a very, very dark purple beret with an S in the front. Silver embroidered.
We're like Scooby Gang or something up in here with our costumes.
Yep, that's what we're going for. I love it.
I am now Mario and Luigi.
Thank you very much.
No, it's like kind of a classy beret.
You know what?
Whoa,
Cyril?
so you're hard to shop for, so I just got you something like really, really simple and black, and it's just like it looks like a little teeny tiny bracelet, way too thin to wear on your wrist, and it's basically black, and it's got a couple of little onyx like pearls on it, and there's a little teeny tiny demon head. I'm like, it's for your horn because I thought it would be kind of cool, so it's a horn bracelet.
Aw.
I had to go to the tiefling side of town, which is a little weird.
That's very
Oh, and also if
I'm
you're
so happy
interested,
with my present.
I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, so I'm just gonna give it to you. And it's a big, like, kind of gaudy, like an earring. And like, if you want to give it to him, it's for his nose.
Gobblefunk emerges from Woe's pouch and says, you shouldn't have.
So I envisioned it like a
Like a
dual bull
septum?
ring, like kind of yeah, like that's it. I couldn't think of the word. Like a septum piercing for like a bull or whatever for the.
Come here, and I
demon.
grab him by his head, like very unorthodox, like just his head, so his whole body's like flopping around, and I just shove it through his septum.
Pierces his septum.
And he, licks at it with his tongue. Says,
So cute.
all right, do I look pretty badass or what?
Yeah, we could put a little leash on it.
How comically large is it compared to his face?
Yeah.
Is it like a normal
Is it
size?
on his
Or is
lip?
it like
It's way bigger than it needs to be.
Is it hanging down over his mouth, basically?
Like a probably would be a problem eating, but like I guess you could like flip it up, then it's blocking your eyes. Like it's not well thought out.
like,
Oh, nice.
like
What's the thought
like
in there?
Yeah,
amazing?
You are amazing,
Put a
Cyril.
little leash on it.
Thank you so much for the gifts. I'll have to
Takes
get
some
you
time to get used to
something
it.
soon.
Let me just file off that Enyo. I didn't think about the track.
It's okay. And in your hands back over the boots for him to. Yeah.
Just fixing that real quick, and Cyril will use the PP dagger to.
Oh, this is really
you're
awkward,
not
Cyril. Got gifts for everybody, nobody got anything.
We didn't actually have
Oh,
much
it's fine.
time.
It's fine. It's fine. It happens all the time. It's totally cool. I'm actually in a great mood. I know everything has been kind of shit lately for you guys, but I am actually loving the fact that bodies are piling up around us. How awesome is that? We are like, I'm sorry about your family members and all that, but what time is it?
It's in the afternoon.
like
in the evening.
6:30.
Yeah.
It's pretty close to date
okay.
time.
Anyway,
Why do you
Yeah.
care what time it is?
I mean,
Yeah.
you do know because the bodies keep piling up, and we somehow seem to be in the area that the bodies keep piling up. They are very suspicious of us. Like we're under more observation because of this fact, right, Cyril?
I know we're famous. Okay, I gotta go. I'll talk to you guys in a little while,
Where's-
and I am
No.
gonna.
Where are you going?
Okay, to be honest, this is gonna sound crazy, but I gotta see a girl. Walk out the door.
That does sound crazy. What do you mean? Yo yells after him as he walks out the door.
I'll tell you later.
I just quietly look at Woe. I'm like, that's a cover story, right?
What, have you talked to him, Sitsu? Do you know what he's doing? We haven't seen him since he
No,
abandoned
It's
us at the
probably
station.
drugs.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely drugs.
Oh, well, you know what?
Probably
I forgot
drugs,
about
right?
that. It's probably drugs, yeah. Well,
Okay, so shit.
So what did you go see Sitsu? You went to see Lo Shifoon, right?
Yes.
This
I needed to make sure that the Archeologist did not actually just bring, dead death upon people who had it.
Yeah, no, of course. Did she get a chance to look at it?
No, she's been a bit busy. There was another murders, plural.
Mariners
we-
Guild. Yeah, we heard about that.
Yep, they had M's, and there was a bloody saying on the wall. They were tied to an anchor. That's kind of dramatic.
That's a little.
So we have a flagpole, a hangman, and an anchor. Everybody's been tied up so far.
So they can run away?
Like, that's how they've been killed.
It was
They've been killed other ways, but then they've been hung up and presented in a specific way via him hanging here in the bakery, the flagpole at the Archaeology Guild, and you said they were strapped to an anchor?
Said they were tied to an anchor and left at the bottom of the river.
And they each are saying remember? Was there
Remember
bloody
something?
saying there as well? Because that's what they told us. They told us there was another bloody saying. So that's 3 M imprints on the eyes, and 3 remember something. And just sits down at the table and just kind of holds her head.
I think what we should do is we should maybe like make something to eat, sit down and talk while he's gone for a while. Try
Okay.
and talk through this.
We're supposed to meet. I guess slightly out of character, Nick. My meeting with Rashid is supposed to be tonight. Or
Yeah, that's when
tomorrow.
she'll be expecting you.
Oh, Sitsu,
We're
did you?
supposed to get meet my friend to get into the keep tonight.
So did she
Oh,
give you the Arcanex
That's
back?
perfect.
Yes, I have it.
We need to go to the keep.
Yes, we do need to do that. May I hold on to it, or do you still wish to hold on to it?
Don't
When
you
do
have
I
one
get a
from the
turn?
temple?
No, I don't have any from the temple. I gave all of them to you originally.
When do I get a turn?
You have one from the temple, right?
No, with the pretty one.
Well, do you want to hold the original Arcanex?
I thought we passed off the pretty one.
We gave it to Leif Shofin and Sitsu has come
Yeah,
back.
we don't have the pretty one anymore.
No,
do
we have it now.
Sitsu
But
got
they
the
gave it
back
back?
for that.
Got it.
Okay. You can hold on to it, Will.
I slide it into my bag.
Oh no!
Gobble
Like, wait, whoa! Don't play with
Okay,
Gobble Fun!
But he's doing all that right in front of you.
He just dives in and starts rolling around.
Gross.
Well, whoa! If it gets too loud,
I have some regrets.
just pass it off, would you? Okay. All right. So we have a meeting to get into the keep, and we have 2 people now we need to find in the keep.
Yeah. Well, you keep saying you just need to touch him. What are you planning to do?
Well, now it's not gonna work because he's a keep. I just gotta get Gobblefunk to touch him. I can make him visible.
Oh!
I don't think that's going to help much.
Not now.
Well, okay. What time? What time this evening do we go? And can we have a good big dinner? Because I'm still a little.
I'm assuming midnight.
So let's.
Nick,
All of our
or-
activities are at midnight.
Perfect,
Yeah,
'cause that'll
that's fine.
give Cyril enough time to finish everything
I
and be
was
back.
just
'cause
assumed
I don't
that
want to
that-
miss that.
And that'll
I
give
just
the
assumed
girls
that
time
Leif Shofin
to.
do things.
Relax and plan and
I
recuperate.
definitely want to share my theory that the target is not people close to us. It's something to do with the city because the bodies have been in the different guild areas, the central places of each guild so far.
Cool. Do we just want to chat about what my meeting goes, or are we actually going to RP that at some point?
No, roleplay your
we
dates, girl.
We'll do that, but given the fact that it is nearly midnight
Yeah, yeah,
here,
that's what I'm saying.
I think this would be
Pretty
maybe a good place to stop, and we can pick up with Cyril's dates, business dates, of course, pure business.
Business date.
next
Yeah,
time.
it's not romantic to him. He's too excited
Totally
about actually
dates,
achieving
you.
his dream.
Yeah, not
We're totally gonna ream
not
you
at
about this
all
when you get back.
romantic.
But that's how you know what Cyril's. I mean, he's like, yeah, it's a date with a woman, but really, he's way more excited than that because this is so much better.
True enough.
Someone wants to know about his stories.
Here we go.
Better than sex.
Oh gosh.
Okay, does that mean you're gonna share the comics with the stream next time?
I mean, I will. That's a long read, but yes.
You'll do some. You can do some excerpts.
Yeah, if you want to
Yeah.
send over some experts, we can set them up to where they show on stream.
Sure.
Nick and I can do it because I know Nick can do it on the Foundry, and then I can make sure it's fully visible.
Yeah,
Oh.
we'll talk, Alex.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, whatever you guys want to do.
Well, is that going to be it for tonight? Dungeon
That's
Master?
as good a place as any to stop.
All right. Well, everybody
Prison
say
break.
bye, stream.
Goodbye, stream.